I made it just.
And we're back.
Aloha.
Perfect timing.
Yeah.
Okay. Welcome
These
back,
are really
everyone.
strong.
The dab is eternal, but the Cheez-Its are more important.
Good God. It has been a few weeks, unfortunately, but
It's been a few.
we're back.
About a few.
We're here, and we're gonna fucking Dungeons and Dragons, as they do, you know.
We're here. We're separate varieties of queer.
I'm in the
just
first
hearing
half, not
that
gonna
from
lie,
Brandon
but-
just slightly.
You got the middle part, and I'm just like, I don't know about that.
Disclaimer, our dear players here, for Chorus and Jada, are in the same room, a couple of feet away from each other.
Wait, why is Brendan Colress and why am I Kalen?
I didn't even... Oh, because he changed his nickname in the Discord.
Yeah.
I wasn't even paying attention to that. Why the fuck would you change your nickname, bro? Should I blame you?
Okay, fine.
I was looking at that and I was thinking something was wrong, but...
Yeah, he could just fix it by changing his nickname to something that would...
Is it fixed?
What?
It's worse!
Now
But
you're
it's
logged in.
the same
I'm still
name.
Kalen.
Did Max change his nickname too at some point?
No, Max is the same as Ben. It has to be something that starts with an A, a B, or a C, followed by something before an R.
Yeah.
It's gonna fix it this way.
Yeah, this is way more fun of a way to switch it. I'll let you guys fix it while I remind everyone what happened in our last session, as it has been a few weeks.
I can't try to change his nickname. I was gonna do it.
He's working on it.
No, that's better. Should be. Well,
I'm fine with this. All right, Brandon.
What? All right, let's go.
Brandon is the DM again.
What happened?
I don't get it,
Musical
but whatever.
chairs.
Okay, so I guess you have to be between me and
This
Brandon at this point.
This is way more fun. Oh my god. I could
I
have
mean,
like
I'll DM, but not this campaign.
I know, no.
We gotta swap over to something else.
Hey, we did
Let's
it.
do it.
It worked.
This is the story. A dipshit named Brady.
There was a much easier solution where I do something, but it was way more interesting to watch that happen.
It's a lot more fun.
So,
Quick, everybody pick a number 1 through 10. Type it as your nickname. Ready? Set.
oh no. It's just musical chairs of D&D. We just keep switching characters the entire session.
Dun, dun, dun.
Can we actually do that as a one-shot at some point?
That'd be a fun one.
Oh my
There's just a point
god.
where chat just says switch numbers. Everybody just switches.
Good god.
Like every 15
Yeah,
minutes,
we're getting
we just rotate.
Yeah.
So
And you just
everybody
have to
shifts
pick up
over
with that
one?
character. Role-playing
No,
chairs.
Best thing is we just do it with everybody, so the DM changes too.
Yeah, no, I'm saying, like, yeah, even, like, you're just DMing, like, you're describing an area, and then you have to switch, and someone just starts changing that description completely. Like, that would be fucking amazing.
You
How
walk
has
into
no
a
one ever
dark,
done this?
deadly dungeon, and it's full of fronts. It's full of sunshine and rainbows. Just 0 to
Holy
60, just
shit.
full flip.
Okay,
Great.
so, welcome back to Dungeons and DoorBreakers. This is our third episode of this campaign.
Same shit.
If
different
you
day.
are not caught up and would like to catch up,
What you've seen so far is pretty representative of the rest.
yeah.
Yep.
We do have a YouTube channel that you can find if you scroll down in our About section. And you can watch the episodes there. So, as for our last session, which I will go ahead and get into the recap for that, and recap as much as I remember, because it has been quite a bit.
We broke into
in
a
30
university. That was about
So,
We didn't break in.
no.
Well, we were
we
invited
infiltrated.
in secretly.
So,
Infiltrated.
the party,
Infiltrated, yeah.
unnamed still. TBD.
The fabulous foursome.
What? Did you say the fabulous foursome?
He did, and I said no.
I like
Just-
it.
It's the fabulous four, maybe.
Oh my god.
The Fantastic Four, if you will.
Yeah, the Fantastic Four. It's totally original. Let's go with that.
Yes, very original, guys. Good job.
Let's try to go around that, but
Oh, I know. Crimes Incorporated.
Fantastic
we'll,
Four, but
we'll get to that later.
PHs.
So, the party found themselves in communications with
I was thinking the Legion of Mediocrity, but all right.
That would require us to be mediocre in order to be accurate.
True. You guys not proven to be mediocre yet, so.
No, not with my bonuses.
Damn. Really getting into the character there, huh?
An air of superiority is written into my fucking backstory, alright?
It is, but damn. So the party found themselves in contact with a hotel owner, bartender, drow female by the name of what was her name?
I write it down.
Tathra Beltis.
I did write that one
You
down.
expect me to remember things?
No, I
knows
had
at
it
this point?
on my notes and read it in my head, and then closed my notes, and then had to reopen my notes because I forgot the name. So
I feel that.
yeah. Tathra, you guys came in contact with a drow bartender and hotel owner named Tathra Beltis, who, upon making the mention of the forest to her, forest whose name eludes me, but upon making mention of the forest and your intent to enter it, she brought up the terrible properties of said forest, revealing that you actually need a small pebble. I guess it's not really a pebble. It's nice handheld rock that will have runes on it that will allow you entry into the forest.
It's not just a pebble, Squidward. It's a rock.
So she informed you that you could find that at the Blumiton College, which is mostly known for being a bard college. It also does house the occasional wizards to come by, but is essentially a school of magics. So the party decided to figure out to devise a way to gain entry and search through the college in an attempt to find said rock. We had roughly left off with Colress and Ogden making contact with one of the teachers of this said college and establishing a sort of impromptu lecture for Colress to give on his new discoveries of the tomb of Scathor Wrath. And in the meanwhile, Jada and Kaylin, who are the two female elves of the party, were going to infiltrate into the college, pretending to be students, as it is a predominantly elven female college.
Have we even met his character?
Yes.
Yeah. You had a very lengthy discussion during breakfast where
Yeah.
you were both just kind of insulting each other.
Indeed.
Oh, yeah.
So,
Unfortunately, I wasn't there. Otherwise, I would have just told y'all to cut the shit and start getting to the rap battle.
And I would have called you filth. Because
damn.
you are.
Ooh.
Yeah, well, joke's on you.
I
I'm
live
filled with
longer,
pride.
bitch.
I'm filled with pride.
I'm prideful, filth.
I am pride incarnate.
And I am now starting to realize that the teacher Colress and Ogden met, I did not write the name down of. So, that's rad. Do you have that written down,
I also
Colress?
remember. I'm not sure whether or not you do, Elf, but
I do
you
not
said
have it
that you
written
were
down.
going. You said that you were going to introduce, like, if just for shits and giggles, we were going to pass me off as having some sort of absurdly stupid name.
Oh, that's right. I had a name picked out and I forgot which one I was going to use.
Yeah, I don't think you actually had a chance to introduce him. So we'll start off with Colress giving a sort of intro to his speech. I won't force you to make some sort of lengthy dialogue and lecture.
That's the one.
And-
So I'm guessing Ogden is gonna just like be my
Yeah.
assistant during all this. So
Yeah, we'll get to that here in a second. I'm still
I guess
semi recapping.
I guess if
Yeah.
somebody asks, we can go the logical route and say, "Well, you're an archaeologist. Sometimes there's rubble in the way. Demolitions expert."
I am the hype. Okay. I'm just gonna call her the history professor because that's what she was.
I thought
As
she
her
was the
name-
headmaster.
No. You guys had talked to a secretary in the office, and she led you to an office elsewhere. And the professor there introduced herself as a
Yeah.
history professor.
Probably the department head.
the secretary
Yeah.
was playing solid or Sudoku, wasn't she?
Yes.
Yeah, I remember that.
Indeed. Let's always remember the minute and
Rest in
unimportant
peace.
details.
Yep.
As we
Exactly,
should.
and not like the name of the person.
Her name wasn't really that relevant, to be honest. And it's probably accurate that we all just forget her name. So,
Sudoku is never the answer, guys. Rest
Damn
in
it.
pieces.
god damn.
Yeah, everybody knows
Sudoku is-
solitaire is the
that is
real
an-
answer.
Okay.
What'd you say, Max?
Nah, I was gonna make.
So,
Elf already made it for me.
Ah,
Okay.
getting into the actual session finally.
E.
So, Colress and Ogden, you find yourselves being led out into the courtyard that you had seen upon your entry. The same fountain you can see is now somewhat crowded by a various amount of students, all of which are, of course, female, it being an all-female college. You find your way kind of being led to what appears to be sort of a quote-unquote stage. It's very just... It's
a
almost
lecture
like...
hall.
No, it's like a small
Lecture
stage
hall.
just kind of set up just like in 5 minutes or 10 minutes or something. Like, it pretty much looks like someone took like a long piece of wood and just kind of set it up with some like something to
Someone's
support
famous
it
is here.
underneath the wood. So
So what you're saying is it basically looks like somebody just put out one of those like foldable like plastic picnic tables.
yeah, kind of. It stands up a little taller than that. You can see there's also a makeshift staircase that leads up, and an actual stand has been placed on top, so Colress can kind of lean against it. So it works. It's very kind of mediocre, but
Rudimentary.
it works.
Rudimentary, dear Watts.
So you find the history professor leading you to these stairs, and then she kind of stops and steps aside, allowing you to walk up the stairs. And once you guys, Ogden, do you follow him up the stairs? Or you're gonna kind of stay off this makeshift stage.
I'm gonna go up to like how large is it? Because I was gonna do the thing
It's about
where one's
it's about 5 feet long.
okay.
For length, and about on width, it's probably about 3 or 4 feet. So it's
All right,
not
'cause
very
I was-
big.
Yeah, I
Fairly
was gonna
small
do the
stairs.
whole thing where you stand behind, up to the back of
Yeah.
the curtain. But yeah, I'm just gonna stand right up to the bottom of the stairs.
Okay. So, Chorus, you make your way up, and you hear the professor kind of start to speak up as she walks towards the front of the stage, and seems to be addressing the students now, as she calls out, Now, students, we have a very special guest that is offered to lecture for us today. We have Mr. Chorus Brindhall, a well-known family within the archaeology business, of course. In fact, his forefathers are the founders of the Mare University. Some of you, I'm sure, are
cringed
somewhat...
slightly. At the-
I know. I even
Uses
put
of Mare.
emphasis on it.
Murray University. Why is
Because
is
it's
that
the
a reference
mayor.
to
it's
something?
it's Mare.
It's
it's-
mayor.
We went over this, I think, last time, but
Yeah.
basically, my character is from Santa Fe,
Yeah.
where everybody pronounces it wrong.
Yep.
So it's Mare, but everybody pronounces it Mare, just
Yep.
like in Tennessee, there's Santa Fe. but everybody calls it Santa Fe.
Oh God. So she continues addressing the students, saying, I would hope that all of you that have decided to attend give Mr. Brindhall your full attention. He has a very interesting discovery to share with all of you, and we are going to be one of the first to have an insider view into what he has found. So I will allow Mr. Brindhall here to take it away. And she steps off to the side, kind of actually moving into the crowd a little bit.
I'm picturing Ogden just immediately opening up, just popping open his flask, just like, yep, here we go.
Probably.
Yeah, this is definitely not going to be Ogden's kind of thing.
And Chorus, you can now look out in the crowd. You can see all the assorted elven women that are just kind of looking up at you. Half of them look just bored out of their fucking mind already. The other half, I guess, like, it's like 50% of it looks just bored. 40% of it's like just there because we're already there, and then like the last 10% actually seems kind of interested. So it's a considerably large crowd. You just don't hold the attention of the crowd really at all. So, but yeah, it is your stage now.
Does any of that change whenever they see a dragonborn get up onto the stage?
Well, like they're like some of the 40% I mentioned that's kind of like just there. They're kind of like, oh, that's interesting.
I wonder what
But
this
it's
is.
really like nothing else. How many of the elves are drunk? It's a bard college. Take a guess.
So the answer is yes.
Wait a minute.
Pretty much,
Would they?
yes.
Wait a minute. Can I figure out which ones are closest to the stage and also the drunkest?
No.
God, they're
Damn, I was
not
gonna
gonna
offer the
fuck you.
hooch.
You're a dwarf.
They're also like
I
kind of
was gonna
standing
offer the
back.
mooch.
They're kind of standing back from the stage about 10
I was
feet.
gonna say you can do that if you allow me to body surf at the end of the.
Deal.
Oh my
Okay.
god.
Well, hold on.
Anyway,
We are asshole. We are
So-
shitters to the nth degree.
Yeah.
I would get up and then start just kind of with like a brief history of who Skathor was. Just kind of go over that
Okay.
and knowing what I know from
You can
my
see as
actual
you're talking
background.
about Skathor Wrath, there's kind of like just this immediate disinterest, as if some of them probably already know who you're talking about, and they're just kind of like, you're just repeating shit I've already heard in my stupid classes.
Yeah.
And you see a couple people just kind of start wandering off.
Probably the case. Is this a community college?
No,
No.
this is a very this is a very elite college.
Ah. So the grades are probably congruent with how many zeros are in the checking account.
For some of them, maybe.
Their
Yeah.
grades are congruent with their attendance numbers.
Yeah.
That seems to be how it goes in my school.
And then
I
would
should
get
know.
into-
I nearly flunked out one semester.
Damn.
Depression.
Yeah. Same. So,
After
you would
that-
move into what? No.
After that brief history lesson, I would move into like the actual discovery of the tomb and like walk through everything that we found in it. I don't know how long this would take, but probably a good deal of time. I could stretch it out. I'm
Yeah.
just trying to make as much of a distraction. and
No, I
get-
was honestly just half expecting you to actually say something. But that works too.
I
Um,
don't.
That's fine. So
But
all
If I had known you wanted me to say something, I could
I
have
mean,
written
yeah.
something that
I was
speaks
just
to
honestly
it.
expecting you to say something randomly and impromptu. I didn't actually expect you to have like some random written speech, just something random just to distract people. Performance roll, yeah, sure. Performance roll for how
Performance-
good the lecture is. You're not a charisma based character, so it's gonna be great.
No.
Oh,
a
that's
14.
not bad. Yeah,
Should I make a history as well?
yeah. I mean, yeah.
History is
Yeah,
21.
it's bad.
Just to make sure I got all my facts right, and I'm not gonna have some kid in the back of the
Yeah.
lecture hall be like,
It's like, actually, do like the full glasses push up and just walk up with like the full glasses glare and just...
Either
God.
that or just hear from the side of the room, objection.
So yeah, after that kind of initial group kind of leaves, that you see, at some point, once you start getting into the sort of new details that you've discovered, you now notices a lot more of the crowd is becoming interested. It's
Are you going over the fighting that we did?
Yeah, I'll be going.
yeah, he'd
over,
be going like
the
everything
whole-
in the tomb. Yeah,
everything that we had to go through to get there, because that would interest more people than
Yeah.
just, you know.
When I
um,
fucking
the
William,
kind that have the
when I
thirst
fucking
for
William tell
adventure.
those lava things.
um, so yeah, you see now there is a clear interest in kind of the tomb and everything involving the tomb and all the details that you decide to mention around this new archaeology discovery. But all in the meanwhile, Jada and Kaylin,
Yes.
you guys had originally separated away from the party and kind of set yourselves up. I don't think I told you any sort of certain building to set up near. I don't think that was ever established.
Mm-mm.
And if I recall, I said there was 4 buildings on the campus. One that appears to be dorms. 2 that appear
I know
to
we're
be...
looking for a magic rock, right?
Yeah. Yes.
So how do we go about finding it? Is my question.
Well, unfortunately, you're gonna have to figure that out.
Okay, so that's part of the challenge. Got it.
That is part of the challenge.
Is there like a
Just-
campus?
There are clues you can find as well that will help you out, but
I'm just the distraction.
yeah. So I like that. We all have
20 minus 5.
oh, feels bad.
It's
So-
a private college. That's right. That means I make it with disadvantage.
True. But so there are 4 buildings on campus: a office building, a dorm, and then 2 lecture hall buildings. So you 2 have the choice of any of those 4 buildings that you can decide to go to.
Do you have detect magic?
Me?
Yeah, you.
You guys are the
No.
only 2 spellcasters, so
Yeah.
No, you don't. Okay, neither
Oh,
do
not
I.
though. What about me?
Hey,
you
oh
a
well,
Oh, yeah,
No,
he is. He's
yeah,
an
he is.
artificer.
yeah.
Or
He's the only. Kaylin's the
Oh.
only real spellcaster. Ogden and Jada are both half casters, so
Yeah,
they make a
that's
full
fair.
caster together.
I'm a third caster, actually.
Fine, you make 3/4 of a caster together, I guess.
I'm a marshal.
Hey, Brandon, remember when?
Yeah, what?
Remember when I mentioned, or when we were talking about the? Well, you obviously don't remember, but we were talking a while ago about why if Ogden is
objection
able to
with
do
the
all this
relevance?
shit,
Mm-mm.
everybody cut out for a second. Everybody's roboting.
Objection, irrelevant.
Yeah. Objection, Your Honor. Relevance?
All of you guys have fucking frozen on.
That would be
all
your
of you guys
edit,
have frozen
sir.
on my.
Yeah, that's on your internet. Your side. You're
We're
freezing
back.
up.
Oh,
Okay.
are
We're
you
back.
fine? Oh shit.
I'm
I
going
thought-
to send my owl familiar to fly through one of the dorm buildings.
What are we
Just-
trying to find again?
Cursory glance.
And before he fucking makes you roll,
I
like
didn't mess
see
anything
whether or not somebody swats it with a fucking newspaper.
Sorry, I definitely didn't mess anything up and had to fix it. Could you repeat what you said?
Owl familiar fly through the one of the dorm buildings and see if it just spots anything that might be helpful.
Okay. Just to give you an
Are we
idea,
trying to
these
find
these
out?
are like fairly massive buildings. They're
Yeah, they
all
are so
about
populated.
there are about 3-story buildings. I don't have exact
Okay,
dimensions.
so we know that the stone is in the possession of a student, right? Probably in the dorms.
I Did I say that? I don't remember saying that.
I remember you saying that. I think.
I'm gonna trust you and say I said that.
Okay. So yeah, I'm gonna locate one of the dorm buildings and just set my owl loose
Okay.
with the command of let me know if you find anything suspicious.
Okay. You watch as your owl takes off.
And I can make a perception check for the owl.
Yeah.
I do have its stats.
Yeah. So you watch as it flies off. It manages to actually find an open window relatively quickly. So go ahead and give me a single perception check for now. Damn.
I have
Um,
advantage on site-based checks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
First or technically third roll. Nat 20 poggers. You're not looking through your owl's eyes, are you?
No, just telling it to report back to me.
Can it do that telepathically? It can.
If it's within 100 feet.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just making sure.
Otherwise, it acts autonomously based on my
Yeah.
commands.
So it flies into someone's room. It informs you that there is someone in the room, but they appear to be sleeping as they're kind of laying down on a bed. And it also says nothing appears to be suspicious in this room except for the fact that they probably haven't cleaned it in a couple weeks.
So it's a college
That's about
dorm.
right.
It's a college dorm.
I see nothing out of the ordinary here.
Yeah, and it cannot actually go in the building this way as the dorm door is closed. Unless you want to have your owl try to open the door handle, so.
Find a different window.
Okay.
Or I could just open the door and let it in.
Yeah. You would have to go into because this is actually on the 3rd story, so you would have to go all the way up to the top floor of that building. So if you want to do that, you also don't know if the doors may be locked. So, are you sending it to a different window or?
I'm gonna find one of the doors to the building.
Okay.
And just open it.
Kaylin, are you following him?
Yeah, might as well.
Okay.
So yeah, Echo's gonna be fun.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. So, the two of you make your way over to the dorm. And as you get over to the doors, you see that the doors that lead into the building appear to be magical. They appear to be some sort of automated magic doors. You're not exactly sure how they function, but you do see what appears to be a small little device set to the side of the door.
Indeed.
I don't believe
Is this
we
a key card
have
system?
Yeah, probably.
something like that. I would like to use Mage Hand on the other side of the door
Okay.
and like unlock it or something, or open it from that side.
Can we do that?
There just not appear to be. You kind of go at it for a couple minutes, but there's not seem to be
I
any
will
way
wait for someone else to go in and follow them in.
Yeah.
Damn. Okay.
Because that's what we usually do.
Yeah, that's what we.
Lucky as you would have it, you can actually hear your companion Chorus giving a speech right at the beginning. And you kind of watch as a small. God damn.
Gosh, 7 years ago.
You watch
4
as
days and 7 hours ago.
a few students from that crowd that seems to be paying attention to Chorus kind of moves away, and actually a small group of them appear to be coming towards the door. What do you guys do, seeing that they're coming towards the door, coming towards you?
I'm gonna knock on the door.
I'm gonna stand to the side of the
What is-
door, and when they open it, I'm gonna grab it so it doesn't close.
Why are you knocking on the door, Caitlin?
So like, well, are they coming towards the door or like walking past?
They're outside with you guys. They were over where Chorus is in the courtyard, center courtyard.
Oh,
They're walking towards you, towards the door.
Literally nothing
just
about the
hanging out.
situation makes sense.
okay. Well,
So
I'm just gonna just stand there.
okay. So you watch as the group of 4 girls get up to the door. You watch as one of them pulls out a small little card of some sort, kind of place it against the and I said small. It's actually fairly thick. Probably about 2 inches thick.
Jesus.
Yeah, it's pretty hefty looking, but you watch as she kind of places it against the small little device, and the door then kind of pushes open slowly. And then you watch as her 3 friends walk in, and then she follows behind them.
I'm
gonna
use-
duck in there.
I'll cast Mage Hand to like hold the door open. So it.
You're quick to realize that this is definitely exerting a lot more than 5 pounds of pressure, so
10.
I'm
10.
gonna quickly run and grab.
Yeah, I was just gonna use my actual
Yeah.
arm to stop it.
Yeah. Using your actual
Just-
arm, you can definitely kind of get it to stop. You can still kind of
I-
feel
I'm-
it pushing against you, but you can slip
I
in, no
don't
problem.
really even want to stop it. I just want to
Yeah.
get inside, and if
Yeah.
it's open, I can do that.
Yeah.
Is there machinery whirring behind one of you guys? Because I swear to God, I hear it.
Why is mine?
I don't know.
I'm hearing
It's-
it too,
it's from
so
Elf.
it's not me.
Yeah, it's
Ah,
coming from mine. I don't
It's
know.
probably the air
why.
conditioning in your room.
There is no
No.
air conditioning
Oh,
in my
no.
room.
That's
Max.
a big card.
There's
No,
only one thing of air conditioning. Might have just been the fans on my PC.
Oof.
I think I mean the turbines on your jet engine.
Yeah, that.
Damn.
So I think it may just been the arm on my mic touching my monitor again, because it
Yeah.
starts to do that after a while.
Gravity.
I accidentally pressed my mute button. That would have been awkward if I just kept talking. Because of streamer mode, I didn't hear the sound.
I've done that before, yeah.
Yeah.
You know I've done that before.
Yeah. The stream still would have heard me though, so
That's neat.
Alright. So yeah, you guys are now in the main hallway of this building. Looking around, you can actually see different signage that will point you in directions. It kind of points out the numbers of the rooms. There appears to be a small sort of cafeteria hangout area in the building as well that's mentioned. Points out the restrooms and everything, as well as the stairs. Which I believe is where you guys are going to be heading, correct?
What was the question?
I believe you guys are going to be heading towards the stairs, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So making your way down the hallway as the stairs are all the way at the opposite end of this building. You kind of, as you're walking through, you notice a few people kind of here and there walking past you. And a few kind of give you guys weird looks.
I'm just gonna
I
act
just-
like I belong with an owl on my shoulder.
You haven't gotten
I
your
love
owl. Or,
college.
wait, did you summon your owl back, or is it still in the room?
I probably would have summoned it back. I'm not
Okay.
gonna leave it in a room with someone sleeping.
Okay.
I look college age, so
I mean,
I
you're
mean,
elves.
we're elves. So
You blend right in, you know. You don't look
Yeah.
really any different in age. But
Mhm. I'm wearing leather armor though.
I'm wearing
Yeah.
half plate.
you guys are wearing armor and have weapons on you and you guys have weapons on you, right? Except for maybe
Yeah, I have a
Caleb.
rapier, a short
Yeah.
bow, and a dagger.
Yeah.
I have a dagger.
So you guys have weapons on you, and you imagine they're probably somewhat familiar with everyone that goes to the school, so they definitely kind of give you this weird look as if like, I don't think I know you, but they don't
We just
call you out on
Um,
anything, you know?
if
I'm
someone did,
tempted to use disguise self.
You from what you can tell, it doesn't seem to be a problem. These are just random college girls. They don't really give that much of a shit.
Yeah,
Um,
that's probably fair.
They'd probably assume you guys might be some sort of like staff or something like that they've just never seen before.
We're transfer
We're
students.
security.
From where? The University of Sugma?
Sugma, where's that?
Sugma
Uh,
oh, I need to drink more of this.
so,
Yep, you're stuck here with me, bud.
oh no.
Not for long.
Oh god.
The roast chair.
How long until they start fighting is the real question. So,
My question is, who would win?
in real life?
No,
Oh.
Brendan would obviously.
Yeah,
win in
no,
real
that's
life.
what I was gonna say. Is in real life, my buddy's on Brendan.
Yeah, not only was he trained to fight, he's stronger than I am, and he's got a gun.
True.
I wonder who would
alright,
win
we'll get
in a
it.
fully drunken fight. All of us just absolutely shit faced. Giant battle
You
royale.
would, Max.
Yeah.
Without any fucking question, you would.
Anyways,
I would go
I
into
fall
that fight.
asleep.
we'd probably
I
all
would
just
go
fall.
into that fight.
We'd probably all just
No.
fall asleep.
Well,
I
we're
will
at
one-
work
make me
The
sleep.
tomorrow.
few times that I've been absolutely shit faced and
Yeah.
like jokingly threw a punch, the weight of my punch carried me into like this fucking like I was spinning like a ballerina.
Jesus.
I
Okay.
have a
Anyways, yes.
I think it's wait, no. I think that's already answered. I just do I only have 2 spells slots?
Yes, as a warlock at this level, you only have 2 spell slots.
That's
Yeah.
dumb.
I mean,
Welcome to
don't feel
Warlock!
that bad. I'm an arcane trickster. I only have 2 spell slots too.
Yeah.
Welcome to Warlock.
Warlocks
Okay,
don't.
take it.
Spells, I only have 2 spell slots.
I
Warlocks
have 3
sacrifice.
cantrips and 3 spells.
Yeah. Warlocks
Motherfucker,
sacrifice.
you
should have
have
about the same.
Blast. You have Eldritch Blast, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're good.
Warlocks sacrifice having a lot of spells in favor for being able to get them back quickly, because you can just get them back on a short rest.
Yep,
As opposed
you also
to
get some of the best
every-
cantrips.
Every other class having to have a long rest just to get the spell slots back, unless they're like 20th
Almost-
level.
Except wizard with arcane recovery.
Yeah. And
That's when they
sorcerer
take a short
with
rest.
sorcery
Sorcery points, or
points.
cleric with harness divine power.
But warlock is definitely much more versatile. And
Yeah.
having that ability. But
When you're
yeah,
a
your
melee
cantrips.
class, when you're a melee class and you want some range, what should I have? Should I buy the bow? Nah, man, magic initiate. Why? Blast.
God. And before everyone takes magic
Sorry, I
initiate,
couldn't
just
hit her
to,
over the sound of my shotgun.
just to out just blast the enemies. Anyways, fuck. So, you guys begin making your way up the stairs, and find yourselves on the 2nd floor. Are you going to look around on this floor or keep going up?
I'm gonna tell him to look around this floor. I'll go up.
We'll split up. Got it.
Okay.
Because splitting up's always a great option.
I'm in.
Did I post the one-shotters thing about splitting up? I don't think I did.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, you did.
Oh yeah, I did. Never
I
split the
didn't
party.
watch it. I was at work.
Yeah.
We're so
Alright.
split up right now.
I'm gonna do exactly what he did in that video.
I've always thought splitting the party wasn't as big a deal when you're not in like a combat scenario or any place where you're.
Yeah, but you have no
in
clue
danger.
when
The
a combat
problem
scenario
is-
might start.
Yeah, exactly that.
Because what if
You might get
suddenly
into a combat scenario.
Caitlin starts walking down the hall and is suddenly jumped? You know,
By who?
I don't know.
Me, bitch. Give me your money, bitch.
No,
You
you
turn around and Shayna
That's not
has a
big
knife
sword.
to your throat. Wait, what?
He's got a knife to my throat? Oh, he's touching me? I guess she'll touch.
Damn.
She'll
That
touch us a
doesn't work
ranged
like
spell
that. That is a ranged spell
attack.
attack.
Make an intelligence save.
All right. Anyways, so Kaylin, you are exploring the second floor. Jada, you are exploring the third floor.
I thought it was the other way around, but
Okay.
Was it?
I don't know.
doesn't matter.
It's fine.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah,
So, Kaylin, on the second floor, there appears to really only be dorms. You can see the various different numbers. You also see there's a restroom. And that's pretty much it to this floor. You can't. Are you gonna go around and try the door handle on every single dorm?
Nope.
Okay. Yeah.
I have a question though. What are we trying to find? Because I doubt it'd be in a dorm.
Magic rock.
Magic rock.
Is it like
Yeah.
a student's?
And apparently I said a student possessed it, so we're going with that.
Okay. Alright.
Whether I'm being
I'm
misleading
assuming-
now or not, I don't know.
I just remember you saying it was somewhere on the school grounds.
I remember that, but
Yeah.
if Brandon's saying you remember something,
Or here, might as well.
For some reason, I remember you saying something about it likely being in the possession of a student in the dorms.
yeah.
I don't know why I would remember.
Yeah, can I just like guess Mage Hand just have it go on every door like down the hallway? Just
Your
kinda
mage hand isn't invisible though. That would look sus as hell.
That's true.
Mine
Well,
is.
Yeah, it's gonna be sus as hell no matter what he does.
Wait a
Does it give a description for
I
what the
have
hand looks
invisibility.
like?
You have invisibility. Okay.
Hmm?
He has
I can just
invisibility.
cast that and then just go and check each door handle.
Are you able to change what
Right.
your mage hand looks like?
So I'll do that.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
I cast invisibility on myself because I am a willing creature, and then I go and check every door.
Pay no attention to the man behind the curtain.
Exactly.
So, yeah. You spend probably about 20-ish minutes or so just trying to be stealthy as well, because you do still make sound whenever you're walking around invisible.
Yeah.
So you try to kind of avoid people and be somewhat quiet. So it does take you about 20 minutes to just kind of go to each door, try the handle, and all of them except one are locked.
That's not realistic.
Yeah, no, that's not realistic at all.
This is a girls' dorm.
Yeah.
That's not fucking realistic.
You assume it might be because they're actually in there or something, but you don't know.
How many socks do you have to pull off the door?
No,
No.
not even that. It's like in a girls' dorm in reality, where each room
They would
is like
yeah,
two
they
beds.
would have no.
They would not lock that shit.
They would not
No.
lock that. shit.
No, like you could go into the girls' dorm at Bama, where we go to school, try every door handle, half of them would be unlocked.
At least.
Probably.
At
Um,
least.
In Ridgecrest, it was even better because no one locked their dorms.
But
This led to a lot of people being drunk, waking
This
up,
is-
and they're like, "Where am I?"
this is also a
This is
fantasy
dorm.
college, not bound by realistic rules. So,
Mm-hmm.
um,
Also, they're wealthier people,
yeah,
so they might
Um,
actually have brain cells.
yeah.
And or
Do
haven't
you not
fancy
see the
shit?
sorority girls and all the chads on campus are paying like $5,000 like a semester and like a
Oh
Anyways,
yeah,
wealth does not
$5
equal
grand a
smartness.
semester and what?
that's true. In sorority dues.
They're in some like fancy car like a Range Rover or a Jeep or a Lexus or like a really high-end car.
Jeep or a Jeep.
Jeeps are expensive though too. So
Sorority girls are attracted to Jeeps like flies to shit. It
They
doesn't
all
make
That's
have
sense.
those
just white girls in general.
that's
Yeah, sorority girls especially.
Anyway, so you guys, or I guess Kaylin, I assume you're entering this room.
I'll open the door
Okay.
and like peek inside a little bit.
Yeah, I assume you just kind of peek in a crack. You can actually see the twin set of beds that are to the right of. They're kind of against the right wall. They're separated. They're not on top of each other, but You can see the two beds, and they do appear to be empty. But you can only really see that right side of the room. Also, Elf is doing
Okay.
it again.
Why?
I don't know.
I guess I'll like try to open the door more a bit and peek my head in to see the left of the room.
Okay. Lucky for you, there is no one in the room. Unlucky for you, there is someone walking down the hallway that is just kind of staring as this door just randomly opened. What the
I
fuck?
would make it more to where it's like it wasn't
Well, like,
fully
yeah, obviously.
shut, so it kind of just opens because it didn't close all the way.
Mm.
Because that does happen sometimes too in doors.
Mm.
Yeah. But they still probably think it's a ghost.
Okay.
Or something.
You see, like, the girl just kind of, like, stops and just looks and just goes, and just starts, like, slowly walking backwards, keeping her eyes staring at it. And then, like, goes into...
I'm gonna like start stomping towards her, and I'm gonna rattle something and hit my attack on the armor I have, so it's making like a so it's making like
Why?
metallic sound.
Oh my god.
And it should be my rock, my rock.
Why are you the way
He's
that you
going
are?
all in on the ghost angle. Oh
Going all
my
in.
god.
So is this
That's
performance or
great.
deception or both?
I'm just gonna say you automatically pass. I don't even need a roll for this. It's convincing.
Yeah.
It's convincing just because you're doing it.
She put the idea in her head, and then I just went with it.
So you watch this. Initially, it was kind of like a slow backing up. Turns into a sprint, and she just lets out like a full-on yell, and then like gets to her door. You see her like kind of panic, unlock it, and then just like get in and slam the door shut. And you see like you hear like a couple people just kind of go like, what? You hear like some commotion going on. You hear a couple people going, "What's going on?"
I'm gonna jiggle the door handle.
As a few people kind of like peek their heads out or are looking around. What did you say?
I'm gonna jiggle the door handle. She's hiding behind.
It would be so helpful to you right now if you had thaumaturgy.
True.
If I had what?
Thaumaturgy.
Thaumaturgy.
Don't know what
It lets you do all sorts of spooky shit.
Yeah. So you start doing exactly that. And
Wait. Can I cast Chill Touch and just have the hand just float down the hall? Like not attack by, just float down the hall.
Casting any spell in
that wouldn't invisibility, unfortunately.
Yeah, don't do that.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, unfortunately you cannot, but he scared the shit out of the person, I guess, so...
I'm gonna keep jiggling. I'm gonna go walk up and jiggle the door handle.
Now you kind of, like, see as people are kind of getting out, and they're just looking at the door that's just kind of like the handle just jiggling, and you hear the woman inside just start screaming at this point.
And then now I'm gonna slowly walk to the stairs. And okay, I'm gonna slowly walk to the stairs, walk down the stairs in my invisibility, and then cast. I'm going to cast some. So I'm going to cast the spell Disguise Self. And I'm going to change everything on me, including my hair and skin, to look like a standard elf teacher. Like with a holding tag and everything. And I'll come running up and go, what's going on?
The
Your tactics
echo
confuse and frighten me,
from
sir.
Brandon's
It's so
microphone is
painful.
really just adding to the ghost.
It is,
thing.
but it's very painful.
It is extremely painful.
A hot teacher or not?
Very hot. Well,
It's an elf
not
teacher,
very
so
hot, like normal teacher, elf teacher hot.
God, Adelard would be in heaven right now.
God no. Don't mention that name.
Speak her name.
He who shall not be named.
The one horny bard we've ever had in a party. Oh
Yeah,
no.
normally I'm just the horny
2 out
one.
of 4 sessions. I was cursed.
God. So, Kaylin, you do exactly that. And I'm actually gonna say, actually, no, you didn't walk into the office, so you did not see any of the teachers. But you feel like you have a convincing, yeah.
Yeah. Teacher. That's what I'll say if I get asked.
Oh no. So, yeah, you walk up the stairs, and kind of asking what's okay, and a couple of students that are now like stepping out of their dorms are looking and just like, she just started screaming. I don't know what's going on.
It's okay. Calm down. Go back into your room. I will handle it.
Hang on, I was expecting you to go a different route, but okay. You get over to the door where you know she was screaming. She seems to have stopped now. But what do you do?
Knock and say, dear, and just ask, is she alright? The other students have told me that you were screaming. Is everything alright? What is it? Is there anything I can do to help? And just kind of be like calm and like be reassuring.
Be a good teacher.
Be a good teacher, yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, this is the exact opposite for what I normally expected from this character.
No, this is kind of what I expected.
You haven't gotten to me yet.
Yeah. Wait till we get to the section where Jada's doing shit, because it's going to be very different.
I'll definitely expect all that stuff.
These two are polar opposites. That's why they don't get along. And it's going to be fucking hilarious.
I am half edgy rogue, half entitled noble.
Yeah.
Like, it is just one hell of a combination. And I have no idea. I'll find out.
Yeah. It's not been really revealed
in the
yet.
plot.
So, yeah. There's kind of like about 30 seconds of silence or so before the student kind of opens the door and peeks her head out and says, "Is it gone?"
And so I'm gonna ask, is what gone, dear?
Oh God.
I don't know what it was. I was just walking out of my room to go listen to the lecture outside, and I saw a door open, and then footsteps, and started chasing me, and then it tried entering my room.
That is strange. I will have to search every room just to make sure something's not hiding here. Can't be too careful with.
And how are you going to search every room?
students.
With what keys?
If you'll let him get to that. He has a plan for this, which I was already guessing what the plan was. Or at least I was hoping this was the plan. So she kind of steps out and says, feel free. I don't want to be in that room or in this dorm right now. And you see she just pretty much just sprints out.
Okay.
A couple of the students that were still kind of standing out in the hallway and said, "So I guess there's going to be a search today?"
Yes. It just
hide your weed.
for anything out of the ordinary. I don't really care. I understand
if we
how
could,
I
like,
have something.
We don't even have like time to, clean up.
If I see it, I'll hide it. It's fine.
I don't know who
Such
you are,
shit.
but you sound like a great teacher. I hope
We're
to have
looking
you.
for something that is
I
a
just
safety
graduated,
risk
that's
to
why
students,
I'm not really a
not
teacher yet, more of a
not a rules
That's
violation.
really why I don't really care, because I was there not too long ago.
Good enough for me.
You seem like the
and
type of like the type of professor that you hide your weed from them, not because you're afraid they're going to confiscate it, but because they'll smoke it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you watch
Confiscate
the
it.
students that were already out in the hallway start walking away. You don't know if that's everyone though. So how are you gonna try to get everyone out of their rooms at this point?
I'm gonna just knock on each door and explain there was a student saw something. I'm just checking each room to make sure there's nothing here that could hurt the students. I'm trying to be safe as possible.
We're not looking for rules violations.
Yeah, I'm
Not looking to get
I'll
anyone in
explain it
trouble.
like I don't care if there's anything in a dorm, just anything that can hurt you.
Um,
I'm trying to keep you guys safe.
Yeah, most of the students are just kind of like, okay, and just kind of make their way out. And
I'll just like for each dorm, I'll just do the same thing.
and
Walk in,
This-
I'll look
yeah.
like I'm trying to find something that's bad, and then if I don't see the stone, I'll just
you
say,
this
You've
is
got an
pretty
hour to
this,
do this.
yeah, this allows you successfully to pretty much get every door open except for 3. There's 3 rooms that are still closed. You assume
I
it's
will-
probably because there's no one in that dorm.
I
And they
will
locked it.
I will note the doors down, and then I will. How many floors are in this building?
3.
Okay, and we searched the first floor and my floor, right?
No, we've not searched the first floor at all.
The floor. I thought the first floor wasn't dorms though.
There was a few
Does
dorms
the first
on
floor
it.
have rooms on?
Yeah,
Yeah, we'll
there was a
check this later.
few. It was most of it consisted of sort of a cafeteria resting area.
Okay,
But there
I
was a
will-
few dorms.
So I will take out something or like somehow write down the dorms.
Yeah.
And then I'll come
You
back with, like,
there's
an actual
numbers
teacher.
there is numbers on the door. So you also have a rogue with you, just saying.
I have a rope.
Rogue.
A rogue.
Technically you have 2, but
I
one
do
of them
have
is-
expertise in thieves'
Yeah.
tools.
That's fair.
So, Jada, on the 3rd floor, how are you approaching your search, I guess?
I'm gonna
Not how I did it.
try each doorknob. If it's locked, I will see if I can't pick it with my invisible mage hand to
Okay.
arouse less suspicion.
And you're doing this completely visible, except for the mage hand, of course.
Actually, no, I'm just gonna knock on doors.
Okay.
But first I'm gonna disguise self as some average student.
Okay. So first door, you knock on. You hear someone call out, "Just a minute," before they get up to the door and open it, and it's she appears to be wood elf. You can see the sort of copper toned skin. She has her hair back in a braid, and it's this nice sort of orangish color. She kind of looks at you funny and says, "Can I help you with something?"
Yeah, I heard you're the person to talk to get a certain kind of plant. Do I have the right dorm? And I'm gonna like look past her into the room and see what I can see while she answers.
She kind of notices you as you kind of like peek your head in a little more, and she kind of like closes the door a little bit and says, who's asking?"
Me?
Yeah, I can see that. What's your name?"
I'm just looking to buy. You don't need my name.
I only sell the people I know, so sorry.
Mm.
She closes the door.
I'll go buy from someone else then.
From experience, that's the first trick to undercover cops, to finding out if you're selling to one.
Narc.
This is an anti-narc,
alright.
all right? Telling people how to
this,
avoid the cops.
This didn't really fucking work.
Nope.
So, let's try something else.
Okay.
I'm gonna knock on basically every door.
You're just gonna keep going down the
Look
line.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm just gonna try and like look past people as I give them a bullshit sales pitch.
Knock, knock. Can I buy some drugs?
So
Knock, Can I buy some
as you
drugs?
get
No,
about,
I'm not gonna try and buy drugs.
Have you
Like,
heard about all?
I realize I don't have a good fake name.
as you get about 20 minutes into this, you suddenly hear a very loud screaming.
Oh god.
I take it you know what it is. I'm not going to re-describe everything that happens.
Yeah, I'm gonna go find out what the fuck
Okay.
that was.
So as you get down the stairs, start making your way down, you see as there's kind of like a congregation of students kind of slowly beginning to move down the stairs, piquing your curiosity.
What's going
You
on?
peek around. One of the students at the end, this one, high elf, which you're a high elf, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, she actually looks almost identical to you. Like actually just like very similar. The only difference is her hair, you can see, is like dyed. She has like this dyed sort of pinkish purple hair. And just kind of looks up and says, apparently one of the girls saw a ghost or something. I think she was just on LSD, but
I
hey,
saw something similar in the 3rd floor, actually.
no fucking way.
Something's going on in this building.
There's fuckery afoot.
That's cool. I'm
There's
gonna keep going. If you're more curious, there's a teacher over there. You can ask her about details. I myself don't give a shit. Have a good one. She keeps going down the stairs.
You said she looks exactly like me.
There's some like minor differences, but pretty much almost.
Okay. I'm gonna ask her, hey, wait a minute, you look familiar. What's your name?
Why are you asking?
Because, like I said, you look familiar. Do I know you from somewhere?
I don't know.
Right now, I've used disguise self to transform
Yeah, I know.
into some generic student.
Well, she kind of looks at you and says, my name's Weena. Your name?
I've heard several people with that name. What's your last name?
Cedar Wash.
Never mind. I think I was mistaken. Sorry to bother you.
She just kind of keeps going down, just kind of looking back at you awkwardly.
Weirdo.
But yeah. Do you make your way into the 2nd floor now?
Yeah, I'm gonna go find the teacher that's dealing with whatever the fuck's going on.
You kind of like move into the hallway and you see an almost too generic looking teacher. Kind of like moving, like walking into a dorm, looking like for a few seconds and then walking back out and then moving into the next dorm.
Excuse me, what are you doing?
Oh, I'm searching each room.
It is loud.
Why is that?
Because a student saw a ghost, or what she believes anyway. And I'm just making sure that there's nothing here to harm the students.
I actually saw something similar on the next floor. You may need to expand your search area.
For real? Alright. And I'll go up to the 3rd floor after I'm done.
Well, you haven't finished down here yet. Oh, after you
Yeah.
finish. Okay. Yeah, it takes you probably about another 20 minutes to get through the rest of the
This is some
dorms.
quantum level fuckery.
I
Oh,
just
yeah.
love that you guys wouldn't have no fucking clue you're talking to each other. It's the best.
No. I would, but no, I wouldn't have any you just guys yourself too.
Yeah, I'm gonna like follow and help search for
Okay.
anything dangerous. Hey, what's your bonus to perception?
Me? It's like
Yeah.
+6 or something like that.
That's better than mine.
Or, no, +3.
I would actually
not
say this
better
is
than mine.
probably more along the lines of an investigation. To look through the room.
And mine is still probably better.
So, Kaylin, since you're the only one looking through this, I'll just have you just give me 5 investigation checks. That way I'm not asking you to do a shit ton.
I'm also looking.
Just for the 2nd floor.
Okay.
6 and 20 and 10.
Do you not have a bonus to that?
Nope.
Ooh. Okay.
Intelligence.
Those are still really
10.
good, though. That's actually really good rolls.
Intelligence is 11, excuse you.
That doesn't
Me
make
with
a difference.
expertise in investigation.
So,
You also the one who's stuck outside giving a speech.
Yeah, whatever you
Yeah.
say, Patty.
he's
Simcox.
also the one person that could not just be walking around the dorm, so that would
Yeah.
cause quite the freak out.
Well, I mean,
So-
I think the dwarf doing it would too. So
For sure.
we were kind of forced to not be able to help in this
So,
situation.
Understandable. Have a nice day.
yeah, you look through the rooms, and don't seem to find any sort of anything that would match what you're looking for.
Disappointing.
Not on this floor. So now you guys decide to move on to the next floor, where Kaylin, using her teacher disguise, is going to once again go around and inform all the students that there was something potentially dangerous spotted, and that she intends to search through the entire all the rooms just to make sure nothing is astray. So
And I
Of
am
course,
also
there's-
searching.
yeah, there's once again sort of that like, oh, we don't have like 5 minutes to clean up our room or something. And once again, there's that sort of like, don't worry, I'm not looking for that stuff.
I'm just looking for actual people or something bad. that could
Yeah,
be.
and they end up just kind of
We're
leaving their
looking
doors
for
open.
intruders or something. Someone that shouldn't be here.
And a lot of them kind of give Jada, this guy's Jada, a weird look. Like, why is the student also looking?
It's faster if two people look.
Prefect.
Yeah.
She's a prefect.
So, yeah.
I'm the new RA.
God damn it.
But yeah, you guys take. I'll say that you guys take one side each of the hall. Makes it
Okay.
significantly faster.
Probably,
in
yeah.
about 20 minutes flat. You guys have searched all the rooms. So go ahead and give me a set of 5 investigation checks.
Fifteen, 19, 8, 12, 3. This one girl has a really crappy room. Everything's like really messy.
All of them are messy, except for like a few. But
I got a 6, a 25, 23, 9, and 13. So I got a nat 1 and a nat 20 back to back.
nice.
Nice.
The duality.
Okay. Yeah, you guys give it a fairly decent look through most of the rooms. And once again, there's not really appear to be anything matching the description of what you are looking for. So,
Bummer.
and on this floor, it does appear that most of the doors were open. There is only one that was not opened.
And we knocked and they didn't open.
There was no response even from the you assume there's probably no one in there because you knocked on it, there was no response. You knocked a couple more times,
Rogue
still no
time.
response. So
Rogue time. Let's
Yep.
go.
Secret ingredient is crime.
you know what to do. Yeah,
That's
no
a 28,
problem.
my guy.
No problem at all.
Like,
Kaylin, you
I
watch
do
as
it
this.
so quickly. I
Kaylin,
do
you
it
watch.
so quickly. It almost looks like I used an actual key.
Yeah. Kaylin, you just watch as this generic student basically just kind of like walks up to this door and then just opens it, and you're like,
That's suspicious.
you're kind of like, wait, what's that locked? But giving this room a look around, it is actually pretty much empty. You can see the beds and like a desk there. Sorry, a set of desks. But there's no like decoration to it at all. It appears to be just an unused room.
It's unoccupied.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll lock it back then.
Yep.
Don't want any squatters.
You two, I'm just gonna say you two have kind of put 2 and 2 together at this point.
Yeah.
Um,
Once you started to pick the doors, like it was nothing, I would have been like, huh. That's not a thing a student should do.
Yeah.
I stick 2 thin pieces of metal into the door lock, wiggle it around just a bit, and it opens.
Yeah. Hey, that's not right.
Also, Alpha's doing it again.
Yeah.
God.
It's been doing it for a while now. What
It
do you
has, yeah. It's just
Well, I don't notice it because it doesn't come through
Yeah.
on mine, and I don't know
Yeah.
what causes it. I've done everything I can to get rid of it. I don't know what it is. It
Who
might just be
knows?
things routing through voice meter,
Yeah. Maybe.
and that's causing problems. Because it seems like whenever I like talk and actually send something to the microphone, it goes away for a little bit.
So,
But it shouldn't be
Um,
picking up anything at all because it's going
no.
through my headset.
yeah.
So I have no idea why.
Who knows?
Not like it really matters. Right?
So yeah. You guys now kind of figure out the only place you have left to search within the dorms is the first floor. So,
Alright,
We're gonna go to the
floor it
first
is.
floor and explain the whole situation again.
yeah, there is
Stick with your face
significantly less dorms here. And you actually are pleasantly surprised to realize that they actually apparently have already kind of left their doors open for you.
Oh, perfect. We're
It
missing
seems like they were probably already informed by the other floors.
good.
So yeah, you can just make your way right in. All of these doors are unlocked. And I'm not even gonna make you guys bother for an investigation check. You don't seem to find anything matching this description.
It's not in this building. Fuck.
Are there any other dorms on campus?
Now, I will also remind you guys that you've not searched the entire building technically. You've only searched the dorms. There's just something
Search
to
the cafeteria?
Yeah.
Is that what you're
Yes.
Okay.
Sandwich has been spotted. I repeat,
So you will
sandwich has been spotted.
you will make your way into the cafeteria, and it is quite congested with students. Most of the ones that didn't want to go outside and listen to the lecture from Chorus have moved into here and are just kind of sitting around, chatting, and they all kind of perk up as Kaylin walks in.
Attention, everybody, please.
Oh no.
God. No.
Most of them kind of turn to you and just go silent.
Thank you. So there was a report of a ghost a bit ago, but the entire
We
building
believe
has
it's
been checked and
just-
cleared, so there is nothing to worry about. There's nothing here. It is all safe. Have a good day. And then I'll just walk out.
That was so bad.
I mean, I followed up with the teacher, so.
Okay. Hey man, I'm here for it. Let's fucking go.
So so yeah, most of the students kind of begin moving and making their ways up the stairs.
That was the plan.
Yep. So some of them still stay behind. But I assume you're going to enter into the cafeteria now at this point, right?
Yeah. I'll go back in and get some food and then sit down.
Okay.
Take a short rest.
You make your way over to the sort of serving area that they have. You can see it's actually not really attended to. It appears to.
Darn.
Hold on. As of course, once again, this being a magic college, it attends to itself. You watch as the food, as you kind of scoop from it or something, you watch as it kind of slowly fills itself back up from where you just scooped.
Cool.
Magic food.
Magic food. So and it's pretty much just sort of generic food. I'll just say it now sort of has a country southern style for it right now. So you can see
Yeah.
you can see various types of chicken. There is what appears to be catfish, and several assorted sides that you can have. So you just make a quick plate and sit down over at one of the tables, which are these circular tables with benches at them. And you sit down and just kind of begin chowing down. Jada, what are you doing? What are you doing?
That's a good question. What's he doing?
He's eating. He just made himself a tray of food and is eating it. So
Taking a short rest.
yeah,
It's my lunch break. Teacher union rules.
you're gonna
Fucking
spend an
warlock.
hour. you know you drop your. Isn't this guy's self only an hour? Yeah,
Yeah,
you'd have to recast this guy's self on yourself. You know.
I would probably lose mine by now. Yeah.
It's been about 15 minutes, so you still have about 10 minutes of it left.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna go search the rest of the building.
Okay. So there's the cafeteria. There's of course the stairwell, and then there's some bathrooms. So which out of course he has the cafeteria. So which out of those two, do you want to
The
choose?
cafeteria, the bathroom, and the what?
Stairwell. Not
I'll
really
search
given.
the cafeteria. Why not?
So the stair as well? Good.
I'll search
Um,
the kitchen of the cafeteria if possible.
Once again, there's not really a kitchen to it because it's not really attended to. You kind of see as it is like sort of a self-serving area, and the food seems to just magically change.
Is there anything I can locate that's actually causing it to regenerate like this? Like some kind of item or enchantment or something?
There does appear to be, when you kind of like go around on the opposite side of it, you do see that there appear to be some sort of runes carved into the actual like hot case itself. And you assume that might be what it is.
Damn. Let's see. Let's search the bathroom because the cafeteria is full of students.
Yeah.
No way I can
It's-
search like 100 people.
Yeah. There
Especially
it's
in 10 minutes.
the population in the cafeteria has gone down quite a bit. It's probably only about 15 to 20 students left in there. Most of them return to their dorms. So you make
You
your
know, I'm
way.
getting the distinct impression it's not in this building.
You make your way over to the bathrooms, and I assume you just go stall to stall, kind of looking through them.
Yeah.
Give me an investigation check. Ten.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's some horse shit.
It's a bathroom. There's not really anything to find in here. You find something that you are like, wait, is that? Oh, that's not a rock. Oh, that's not a fucking rock. And then you just exit that stall and you're just kind of like, I don't want to search in here anymore.
It wasn't a rock; it was a log.
So yeah, you have.
You didn't have to say that.
No.
It was kind of assumed. You didn't have to
I-
say that.
I did have to say it.
I'm happy he
I
did
felt
because that was
obliged.
funny.
Okay. You still said it. I respect you for it, but also fuck you.
That's
I love you, bro.
That's the kind of reaction I
fuck
live
you.
for.
God damn it.
So, now, ow, my foot. Pretty much all you have left that you haven't really looked through is the stairwell. So, I guess technically you've not given.
May as well.
Yeah. So you enter into the stairwell. You do see that it does, of course, lead all the way up to the roof. So I guess you could also explore that if you wanted to. But go ahead and give me a perception check in the stairwell.
Perception instead of investigation this time.
Yeah, because it's just like looking around, looking through it.
I'll have my owl give me advantage with the help action.
Okay. Um,
14, even with advantage. Fuck.
Could be worse. Could have been that too, you know?
I
So,
guess.
giving it a good look around, kind of starting at the top and going down as you're looking. You notice at the bottom of the stairwell, kind of underneath the first set of stairs, there's a slight like discoloration in the wall, like ever so slight. You know, it's like I don't know my colors of gray, but they're like two different tones of gray, pretty much. That is almost like undistinguishable, but you still just barely notice it because of the lighting.
I'm going to search there.
Okay. You walk up to it and kind of look at it. Nothing sticks out to you. Give me an investigation check.
Oh boy.
Oof. You like are certain something's here. You just can't fucking figure it out. And at this point, your disguised self has come to an end. Same
That's
for the
fine.
case of Kaylin.
I don't care.
I won't go to the bathroom. Just right as I know it's like
Crowbar
about to run out,
on the edge of what's
and then cast it again.
weird,
Do you have spell slots
and
left?
hammer.
How long would it have been?
10 minutes?
What's a short rest?
An
It
hour?
has a total.
I'll go sit in the stall for a few minutes.
It
You
has a
sit in the
total
stall
of 2 spell slots.
for 50 minutes? Yeah, he's used both of them.
Yeah, I cast invisibility, then I had disguise self.
Ah,
So yeah, I'm just gonna I'll come back out once I've like changed,
Okay.
so I don't change into you people.
So,
yeah, I'm just gonna use my fucking crowbar and hammer.
Okay. I don't know what to ask to roll for that, but
Another investigation check, maybe?
He's prying something open, so probably strength.
I would
You could-
strength for
The
prying
crowbar
it
gives
open.
advantage on strength.
Yeah.
Strength, then?
Well, yeah, strength to get the kind of crowbar in there to be able to actually pry it, I would say at first. Because it is very
19!
tight. That's actually very good. So yeah, you kind of manage to like shimmy it in there, so that way you have this tiniest crack where you can now actually try to pry it with the crowbar. So I'll need another strength check.
Hammer time! Bonk. That was supposed to be with
F.
advantage.
Let's see. Oh.
So the crowbar. 10.
You try your hardest, but it's too difficult for you. You're not the beefiest, you know. You're not.
I'm not the strongest
Yeah.
now.
So.
Well,
But you are aware that there does appear to be a hidden wall here that probably leads somewhere. So you know that.
I'm gonna look for anything else suspicious about this particular wall.
This wall is made of wall.
Yes, that is very suspicious.
Yeah. I
As
almost
soon
want
as
to
I roll
say.
investigation and get a fucking 19, of course.
I almost wanted to say with disadvantage because you've kind of already looked through it, so you know when you're kind of like looking for something, you just keep kind of looking through. You eventually just kind of get tired of looking to the same
If you
thing
want
over
a
and over again.
disadvantage, there's a nat 2 for you.
Yeah. So you're almost like having a headache at this point. It's just so annoyingly frustrating. Just constantly looking through all of this shit.
I'm gonna go find the teacher.
Okay.
You know what I mean by that, right?
Yeah. Kaylin.
Not an actual teacher.
Yeah. So you walk out, and you kind of almost walk into Kaylin as she's kind of walking towards that door. You almost bump right into each other. Unfortunately, Roach does not appear to be at his.
Oh.
That's my thing. I was like, I get up to make ramen. He's like, I'm gonna go find this person. It's like, what? Okay.
But yeah, Kaylin, you watch this.
That's what
Jada.
you're upset about. Okay.
Jada just runs right into you. You almost like bump heads, but you kind of avoid each other last second.
I'm too dexterous to be a failure.
I mean, yeah,
I
you
will try
guys.
to into her.
You would try to bump into me? Really?
Mhm.
Jada's fairly dexterous, so she does manage to avoid you. And by fairly, I mean very. So,
You bitch.
I got pretty good dex too.
hers is much better.
Oh, I'm sure.
She is a dex-based class after all.
Yeah.
Yes. But I'm also intelligence-based because I had to go with the most interesting subclass.
I mean,
And anyone in Twitch chat that wants to argue that Arcane Trickster is not the most interesting subclass for Rogue can fucking fight me.
Okay.
Because it is.
Come here.
oh,
Hi,
shit.
bitch, come here.
But didn't you admit that you get your ass stomped?
Oh, man. That tequila's having some
You
fun.
get up too quickly there, fam.
Oh, yeah. No.
Oh,
Blame on the tequila.
Tequila.
So,
Ooh. I mean, it is 32 ounces of margarita, and they mix this shit hot.
They make it strong, yeah.
well,
Well worth the $14.
Yeah, $14 for this shit, too.
32 ounces.
so, yeah. You guys have just ran into each other. What are you guys doing now? Said
I
you were
need your
looking
help
for-
with something.
Okay.
I found what I think is a hidden wall, and I can't seem to get anything out of it. Maybe you have some sort of trick up your sleeve that I don't.
Alright, show me.
All right, I'll take her to it.
Okay. Yeah, you step into the stairwell and can see the crowbar still kind of propped in there, in a slightly discolored section of the wall. There's kind of this
I
like
would
pause.
not have left that there, but that's funnier. So
I mean, it took effort to put it in, so you don't want to take effort to do it again, you know.
fair enough, I guess.
Um,
I'm surprised no students walked by. Or
Well,
like, what the fuck?
it's not like I
Actually,
said, it is kind of underneath
knowing
that first section of stairs. So,
knowing
would-
college students, even if they did see it, they'd be like, "Huh." Okay.
keep walking.
Just walk past.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it is also kind of somewhat hidden away, as it is underneath the stairs, is essentially.
Fuck, I don't have shaped water. Damn it.
Do
Do you have shaped water?
No, why would I?
He doesn't even have
This is a good
spells. He doesn't
cantrip.
even have spell slots anymore.
Not yet.
It's
Right,
a cantrip.
It's a cantrip. Yeah, damn.
I have 2 cantrips.
He only has 2
Yeah, what do you
cantrips.
have?
Eldritch
I
Blast
have
and
Eldritch
Telephone.
Blast and Chill Touch.
Oh. Fucking duh.
I have to wait 50 more minutes.
Shaped water's
No,
not
you-
even on your
it's-
list.
Actually, I guess you're like low effort enough that sure. But it's only been like 10 minutes, you know, you still have another like 40, 30 minutes to go before you've
Yeah.
completed a long rest.
Short rest.
Or
Short
short
rest.
rest.
Let's say I don't think I can keep Electra going for an entire long rest.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, no.
You're
I mean,
running
this-
like right towards the end of your lecture. In fact, you're probably wrapping it up now.
Yeah, it's been like an hour.
It's been an
It
hour and
has
10
been
minutes.
an hour. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like I'm trying to keep it going.
And
for
remember,
a while,
students,
but-
in conclusion, red means stop, green means go.
God.
I'm not sorry. I'm not sorry.
Don't be.
Did anyone have to see Max just teleport his head?
No.
What?
Oh. Yeah. What the fuck?
Yeah,
Oh,
did you just watch it
wow.
back on the stream?
Yeah.
Yeah. I clicked on the stream and I'm like, what the fuck was that?
Bro.
I'm an
Holy
nth dimensional
shit.
being. Haven't you figured this out yet?
God.
Prestidigitation can do a lot of bullshit. Is there anything I can do with that?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Not within
Cool.
this realm of possibility.
Alright,
I'm
so
very
the
certain
crowbar,
not.
I'm gonna be like, is this it?
Prestidigitation. The
Yes,
quick
this is
bullshitter
it.
upper.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna assume you need help prying open this little spot right here.
Prying it open doesn't really seem to be much of an option. I was hoping you had something more interesting.
Are you sure? Here, let me try.
Go ahead and try, but
He just spits in both of his hands. Open sesame.
open sesame.
I got a 16.
You gotta do the face too.
16.
You kind of feel it
Mhm.
almost start budging, but it's
I'm
it's
very
heavy. You're not sure if two smaller female elves can actually manage to kind of, because from what you can tell, you're kind of pushing against the wall as if you're trying to slide it. So it's
Can I try sliding it instead?
you don't. It's a concrete wall. You don't really have anything to grip onto.
Mage hand. I got nothing here, bud.
Yeah.
I got nothing.
Kaylin, if you want to give me an investigation
I'm
check
familiar.
as you kind of look around the area.
That's you.
15.
Wait, yeah. That's actually exactly what the DC I had set was. So, yeah, you kind of give it like a good look around. And as you're kind of like slowly turning around, you notice something on the stairs that appears to be similar to that sort of device that you saw at the front of the building, at the actual door of the building.
Okay.
So,
I'm gonna
So it's
point it out
magically
to
locked.
our student person.
We have to figure out who the hell has the key.
Can't you pick it? Aren't you a rogue? Isn't that what you do?
It's a magic key card lock. Unless I have some sort of rewritable RFID transmitter, no, I can't hack it.
See,
I like to
saying
think
is-
Jada actually knows what the fuck that is.
so what you're saying is you're not good enough to do it. Okay.
I'm saying I don't have the right equipment with me.
Mm-hmm. And where can we procure this equipment?
You know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna pour one of my bottles of scam on it.
Bottles of what?
Bottles of
Bottles
scam.
of scam. It's stoppered bottles of colored liquid that I sell people, telling them that it's healing potions.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, bottle of scam.
Short it out.
It's like spam, but liquid.
Sure. You
me
hear
What
too.
does it do, DM?
you hear the device start kind of making this weird humming noise.
I'm gonna back up.
And you see, like, it has a little light on it that you hadn't noticed on the ones outside. Because when they went to scan the card, they kind of body blocked it for a second. But you now notice there is a small light on it that kind of begins to start blinking red.
I'm gonna step back and go to the crowbar and start pushing again. Try one more time.
Okay, give me a strength check.
I'll help action, so you have advantage.
Yeah.
Although, actually, my strength might actually be higher. Yours is 10 or 11, right?
Yeah.
It is? Okay, yeah. Mine's 13.
Well,
Uh,
if I don't get it, I'll help
But
you.
you start to kind of
Yeah.
hear like a few gears turning.
Ooh!
And you kind of look back at the device, and it's like
My favorite.
it's blinking even faster than it was, but you kind of now start to feel it budge just the tiniest bit. And you kind of get about halfway open before the device just makes this kind of weird, and then just kind of falls, and like the cover on the front of it just kind of falls off. You kind of see the
See
hardware
what's
behind
inside.
it. But the door is halfway open, which is plenty of space for you guys to slip in. So,
I slip in.
Bet.
Upon entry, you notice it's kind of a tight corridor that is stairs leading downwards in a spiral.
Monkey.
And we'll get to that here in a second, because now technically Chorus and Ogden, Chorus' speech has wrapped up.
Yeah.
You've run out of stuff to talk about, and you have to wrap it
It
up.
was
at this
met
point.
with a standing ovation, and then he
Um,
just kept talking.
There is
Which is-
probably about 15 people that clap. The rest just kind of start walking away.
Please clap.
No, I'm not gonna say.
Just
please
do
clap.
my. They just do my trademark. Yeah, sarcastic enthusiasm.
Whoa!
Oh.
It's fucking over.
Yeah.
No, there actually
Finally,
were
we
a
can
few
do things
people
that's
that
important,
actually seemed to
like
be
getting
fairly
drunk.
interested. But
Do any
overall,
of them come up to him after the lecture and either compliment him on it or ask him questions
there
about the
are a
subject?
couple. Yeah,
Yeah,
Or hit
just
on him,
questions.
perhaps.
there is one that seems to be into some freaky, scaly shit. Yeah.
Is it the professor that took the sample of my scale?
No, she's she's just kind of off, standing to the side. But yeah, you do have a
You see
group.
she's breathing very heavily and her face is flushed.
She's very jealous.
Oh god.
Jealous.
Oh no.
No.
his skin off.
Oh my god.
God. So,
I'm sorry, but I'm not.
I'm not either.
bruh. Yeah. So you watch as a group of about 7 students kind of walk over to you, and a few of them kind of ask random questions. Nothing really that important. There's one that just kind of awkwardly
November
like,
27th of 2001.
We don't get very many men here.
oh, that was Max.
Is that you as a student coming up to me, Brandon?
No.
That'd be fun to
Because
watch.
that would be
No,
pretty
I am going into a hidden stairwell that I found in the wall.
Yep.
So that would not be me.
Yeah, this one is the one that kind of tries to flirt with you.
Hmm.
You can tell she's really awkward and doesn't know what she's doing. But she's kind of asks you like awkward,
part.
yeah,
I mean,
like
she
awkward
tries.
questions. Like she starts
Social
off
awkwardness is the cutest thing a girl can do.
asking like kind of the location of the tomb.
That's over yonder.
Well, I guess it's not really a secret anymore, so I'll just tell her.
Yeah. Which
Yeah,
I
I
never even
guess.
told you. So, I think maybe I marked it on the map, but I've not posted the map yet. So
You just point the hill.
We
It's
still
over
have
I think
yonder.
you did actually.
not officially. And I think I sent someone like sections of the map to some people or something like that, maybe. But
Perhaps.
Perhaps.
I keep getting texts. Fuck off.
My lighting actually isn't
I'm
so bad.
tempted to send you a text right now just because you said that.
My mom keeps texting me, asking me these fucking questions. So, yeah. And then she kind of like tries to segue into this kind of like awkward, you know, when you're done adventuring, is there anyone like back home waiting for you?
Giggity.
I will just reply with perhaps.
Why? Why?
Because I
What
want
is
to-
wrong with all of you?
Did we all send him a
Wait.
text message?
I texted him too.
I didn't actually.
Yeah, no, it's those
What
two.
was that?
Wait, Brandon, did you get a new
She
number?
said distracting text.
I have had the
No?
same
That's
number
different
for at
too.
least 7 years.
What?
You just
Oh,
may
I
have
just
never
know
had
I've
it.
never had your number. Well, I've never had a reason to text you.
Well, now you
Awkward.
have it.
What?
Hiya, bitch boy.
And we have
Yeah, you-
Discord and
Yeah, we have
Snapchat.
Discord. That's probably how you
Yeah.
always.
Okay, then. What do you know? I have everyone's number except for Brandon's for some reason. I don't know how that happened. That means, like, in the other Discord, you were technically the only person in the entire Discord I didn't have the number of. Although, actually, I don't think I have Jews or Jaegers, but I do have
Do
the
I have
Australians.
that?
Funniest part is we just call him Jew because that's what he calls himself.
Yeah.
He does.
Um.
Do I have? I
great.
think I have his number, but I don't know.
I might. I don't know.
Oh, I forgot about other Noah. I forgot he existed.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, I think I do have his number.
Is it a California number?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the one I've got.
Huh.
I have his
Where did we
number.
get
We're
that?
getting super distracted.
I
Oh,
also
totally,
have
yeah.
Noah's
Same.
number as well.
So now that the spamming of my phone is done, hopefully.
I'll do it again.
It is for now.
Um
I don't know about him.
so yeah, Chorus, how do you kind of approach this somewhat awkward situation?
With somewhat awkwardness. Do it back.
I will take the reporter approach and say no comment.
Damn. Okay.
What? What's the question?
If he
She
I
was
was
kinda-
asked if I had
yeah.
anybody back home.
Yeah. I guess I also should describe her. She's a on the smaller side. Probably about and I mean fairly short. Very petite. She's probably about 4'10" or something. So
Did someone say short stack?
no, she's petite. She's very tiny. So, and you can kind of see she has like, if I describe her, actually, she's kind of like that awkward, cute goth girl, but a drow.
You have my attention.
Oh, hell yes.
So
See, if you would have said that, it might have changed my answer.
I mean,
that's why I waited
No.
until you answered.
Damn it! It sucks to be a dwarf in this scenario.
So
congratulations, you played
you
yourself.
played yourself.
Yo.
This is a predominantly elven nation.
Mm-hmm.
All hail the elf.
Well, actually, there's
The Republic
Also-
of Kuranir is mostly elves, yeah.
mostly elves. Mostly elves. Second highest would be actually tied between tieflings and humans.
Augers.
And then probably the third would actually be I don't even remember. I can't remember if it's dwarves or dragonborn, but actually no, because dragonborn's on the smaller side, so it's actually dwarves. So there are a considerable amount of dwarves, but there is a very large population of elves. So you did indeed play yourself. But hey, you never know. Some of the elves go
Don't
for that.
The race don't fucking matter for all of this shit. I only chose dwarf because it made most sense for my character. Not to mention the racial stat bonus.
True.
You know you can rewrite those, right?
no,
Yeah, I
you
know,
can't,
but
yeah.
again, it makes most sense because small, that whole thing. relatively at least.
It just
Okay.
works. But yeah. So, she kind of slowly walks away, feeling a little rejected, but not before she actually asks you to like sign her notebook that she has.
Do you do it?
Yeah, I'll sign her notebook.
Minor
Do you
tits.
add anything extra?
I'm an ass.
Phone number.
No,
Phone
no,
number,
there's-
imaginary phone number that doesn't exist.
Can I get
What's a
a
phone?
phone number?
Don't you have phones?
the the
Here's
formula
my
for how
sending
or
stone
the
address.
How to contact him.
just put a scroll
some
of message in there, a scroll of sending in there. That's how you basically give somebody a phone number.
Oh my god.
There you
That's
go.
how you do it in D&D.
Oh, that's amazing. Yeah.
I don't have a scroll sending though.
You hate to see it.
Sending stuff.
But yeah, you sign your
I
name. You
will-
don't really have anything extra to put. Let's be honest.
I will add the Mare University like
Address, or
Fax number.
I guess.
the fax
Something similar
number.
to that.
Yeah. Well, say you put like the address or something. You know. She kind of looks at it excitedly and then kind of like hugs it and kind of walks away excitedly. The rest are kind of generic questions.
The
Asking
real
you.
question is it more adorable or more creepy?
It's a little bit of both.
Yeah.
You're gonna wake up chained to a wall one day. I'm telling you.
I
Damn.
probably will, yeah.
I
And I
can't,
won't know.
I
how
can't
got
tell if that
there.
was Jada saying it or Brandon, and I'm concerned.
It's both, honestly. This character has a lot of
Yeah.
my personality in it.
I
Oh,
would say
God.
just yes.
Yeah.
As
Because
somebody who actually has been in that
Max-
position IRL, it's weird.
I know, Max.
Max is, yeah.
I know. Kind of a
It, like-
given.
Why the hell are there 5 baseball bats of assorted size against the wall? What happened last night?
At least you didn't go to bed sober and wake up with someone next to you. That's the weirdest thing to happen.
That is one of my favorite stories that you have.
That's like that's like some next level shit. Like, you imagine like having a
Honestly,
girlfriend that
I've
walks
done
in
that
and finds
twice.
Just some naked girl in your room.
I
and you're
have
like,
gone
swear
to
she
bed
wasn't there when I went to
sober
bed.
and woken up with someone next to me. Then again, there was someone next to me when I went to sleep.
Yeah.
Good feeling.
If she wasn't there when I went to bed.
I know. You told that story and it's fucking great.
Yeah.
I love it.
Mhm.
The weirdest goddamn story
Anyways.
that I have was the waking up in
Yeah.
women's
What
lingerie.
happens when I walk away? I don't
Fucking-
know. We're not talking about that one.
No, we're not. We're not talking about that.
Railroad
We're
the
playing
story.
D&D.
How did I get on the roof?
It's hard to railroad when people are talking over you. So,
Anyway, talk about it.
unfortunately, I've not figured out if priority chat or
Mute
whatever the
us.
fuck it is called works.
Let's go for it. I have no clue.
I've tried
just
using it.
need
It
a
just doesn't seem to
really-
do anything. So,
You just need a really loud soundboard effect of a train just honking its horn.
No,
Hey,
please,
Rick
no.
Rodas.
It
It's gotta be prefaced
No.
with I like trains.
I like trains.
Yes.
I mean, if we keep constantly getting off track on this, I might have to, you know.
I don't
I wonder
know.
if I do this, does it affect my whole lighting?
What are you doing?
Oh, no.
Don't.
Anyways, so yeah, Professor Enneroth, whose name I finally found, she makes her way over to you, and says,
Priority speaker, yes.
"Oh, Mr. Brindle, that was a
Do
lovely."
you have push to talk priority keybind?
Not anymore. I did though.
Okay.
Well,
'cause
I'm
that's
not
how
gonna worry about it
works.
right now. I know I've tried using it before, and it did not seem to really do anything.
Yeah.
But Professor Enneroth makes her way over to you and says, "Mr. Brindle, that was such a lovely speech. We are so honored to have your presence. I suppose, would you like a tour of the campus or something? I could offer you that at the very least before you make your way out.
That sounds great. Thank you.
Yes.
I
You'll just
will look. I will look to Ogden and say, "All right, follow me, Trapezius."
God, I'm going to just shoot you the. I'm just gonna shoot you the look.
I'm just gonna shoot you.
um.
I'm just gonna give him a smirk as he does it.
I
'Cause
just.
coulda
I
called
don't
him
know
Ogden.
why,
There's
but
no
I don't know
reason to give
why.
him a fake name. I just felt like it.
I don't know why, but just think of the look that I'm giving you is the same one from the meme of like Tyler One looking up that woman. Just
I fucking love that. Oh my god, I'm gonna find that and post it in the memes channel for anyone who doesn't know.
Yeah.
All right, so I guess we're going on a tour of the campus.
Yeah. She kind of leads you around. She starts off, of course, at the lecture halls, as she assumes you'll find that the most interesting. Hold on, I am trying to look for something. I don't even think I'll find it, but I'm not finding what I wanted to find.
It's a shame.
Oh well. Okay. Damn it. That's frustrating. So. Bruh.
Also,
Bruh.
by the
It's
way, if
doing it again.
anybody's wondering,
Oh, fuck.
Trapezius's last name is Milkington.
I'm gonna kill you.
That's amazing.
I'm gonna walk off screen. 5 seconds later, you're gonna hear a knock at the door and a gunshot.
That would be impressive. I mean,
That would be
for you
fast.
yeah, that would be very fast.
Don't you understand that eventually you get to
Trapezius
such
Milkington.
Yep.
Trapezius Milkington? Where the fuck did you get that? Did you make that up?
No,
It's
a
a
list.
list of fake names that what's his name? Sean Spencer
Yeah.
gave
Mhm.
in Psych.
Yep.
I have it saved on my character sheet because I plan to use it. My next fake name will be Lavender Gooms,
I owe that one.
and then Lemongrass Gogulupi.
Bruh.
We just need to. I would pay money to see somebody do what one of my friends did. Is like every new character was basically just running down the line of that Key and Peele like East West Bowl name.
Alright.
Biscuitine Triscuit.
Thanks for creating a distraction for me while I figured something out. So,
You're welcome.
as Professor Inaroth is
Erling
walking,
Cooper, holla back at you.
as Professor Inaroth is
fucking
walking
love
you
it.
toward the lecture halls, you watch as an elven woman. You can definitely tell I'm fucking in the process of
What?
that. As an elven woman that looks a little bit more aged, a little bit more mature than the rest. So you can definitely tell immediately she's a teacher. And you watch as Professor Inaroth kind of tenses up. And as you guys get closer, she kind of bows her head a little bit and says, Headmaster Favorn,
Oh.
this is... I presume you heard about the lecture today. This is said lecture, Chorus Brindhall from the Mayor University. What the fuck, Max?
When?
Why do I just look...
missed?
It's the video.
The plot. Oh no.
What?
We need an SFW channel.
What now?
It's not NSFW.
Okay,
don't
it's
worry.
only 17.
The thumbnail is, I
Seconds.
guess, but...
It's not on SFW. It's on YouTube. All right.
Yeah, but if
That's
I
not
pull,
anything
if
for
I,
Keyboard, okay.
I'm not pulling that thumbnail up while I'm at work. So yes, it's NSFW.
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough.
Jesus. So, and to describe Professor Favarn, she has a slim figure. She stands actually decently tall for an elf at about 5'10".
I'm sorry, did you say Professor Favorn?
Yes,
Yes,
he
like
did.
3 times
You just
now.
noticed?
I also DM'd you, but you have
Yeah.
streamer mode on as well.
I
So.
didn't see that yet.
So she has a somewhat slimmer figure, and stands fairly tall. You can see she has her sort of almost light, skyish blue hair, tied back into a bun. She appears to be wearing glasses. She kind of looks over at Professor Enneroth and says, yes, I heard some of my students making mention of said, lecturer.
Why is it still echoing? Or showing up that it's
know.
echoing on my...
We'll never know. I've just kind of gotten used to it. It's
World
just kind
may
of
never
white
know.
noise that I just hear constantly now. But she turns her attention to you, Chorus, and she holds out her hand for a handshake.
I guess I will take it.
Yeah. As you kind of grab her hand, she feels kind of cold. Like it's weird because it's somewhat of a nice day out. It's decently warm,
The
but her hand is just fucking cold. She kind of shakes and says, I actually had the honor of knowing your grandfather, so we are pleased to have you give a lecture here at our university. I've heard mention of the tomb's discovery. I hope to one day, when I have the time, find out more information. Anyways, I have things I must attend to, so I take it you're taking Mr. Brindhall here for a tour around the campus. And Professor Enneroth kind of looks at her and says, yes, ma'am. Just a quick one, and then I was going to let him go on his way. And there's just a silent nod from Professor Favarn, and she just begins to walk away, giving you a sort of head nod as she walks past. How has it gotten worse? Okay, I said I was getting used to it, but it somehow got worse.
No.
Yeah, it got
It
worse.
did, yeah,
Hold on.
it got
I'm gonna
worse.
restart my audio engine and see if that helps at all. Restart.
Um,
And okay, that might help it. It might not.
I don't hear anything, so
Hold on. I'm going to go down to voice and video.
um,
Output, because it's the input's not even through voice meter. It's the
Yeah.
thing.
who knows?
It's just straight to the
Straight to Discord from the mic.
yeah.
Who knows?
And if I switch it over to output on just my headset, I can't hear anything. There we go.
It
output.
seems to be fine for right now. So
For now. Yeah.
yeah. So you watch this. I'm gonna stop saying professor. It's just assumed at this point. Favarn makes her way away. As Enneroth will kind of loose herself up a bit. She releases that sort of tension that she had built up. And I said professor. She's headmaster. I don't know why I said professor. But I had fuck. GG Nori.
I don't even know what's going on anymore, dude.
What if it's Morse code? What if someone's trying to contact us through elf's noises?
Yeah, I have no idea. I don't know why it's doing it. It's
um.
This microphone isn't enabled. It's muted.
Wait, it stopped now.
Yeah, so it'll stop like whenever I actually say something, and then it just comes
I've
back
noticed.
Yeah, that's true.
for
Actually,
no reason.
So talk more.
Talk more.
I-
Non-stop talking.
It's nonstop. Like
You're the
That's how
DM
you
now.
get in the
Describe
echo
everything
is
I want
I
you to
just-
describe.
Just mute yourself anytime you're not talking. That'll solve the issue.
honestly,
Um,
I need like a toggle mute button, not just a.
I have one in my
hold the
mouth,
mute.
so
Oh God.
what did you say?
Hold to mute. I don't have anything else.
Um,
So.
So-
How the hell are you doing that? Oh, I don't. I'm not pressing a button.
yeah, it's funny because it sounds weird to you guys when I do it, but because I don't have the same mute button for my Streamlabs, it doesn't. I just sound normal to the streams.
Yeah, I just spammed the hell out of my toggle mute button.
yeah.
It was great.
I can do the same.
Well, he used and with the and nobody knows how the goat got on the roof, and that's how I met your mother.
That's how I
Okay.
met your mother.
That's
Yeah.
actually very good.
The thing is that my headset, whenever I put the thing up, it mutes. You know that, but it'll actually say mic on, mic off. So I have in the past just like mic on, mic off, mic on, mic off.
Yeah.
It's still going. Okay, it stopped.
So
It's starting to play over itself.
All right, so I now have push to mute on left alt and toggle mute on right alt.
why do you have push to mute?
Because in games where you have push to talk,
I did the same thing. Yeah.
Okay, that's
Same
actually-
button
so that
too.
it doesn't go through both.
Okay.
Same button too.
Oh,
I'm pretty sure it's
That's
because of Sea of Thieves.
Yeah.
Huh.
That makes sense. So, yeah. Of course, you were led through the study halls, given sort of a brief tour, and it's what you would expect from a college campus. There's big rooms, a stage sort of at the bottom where you can see there's basically two types. There's the really big lecture halls that you can see are sort of almost bleacher-like with kind of in a circular formation, all directed towards the center stage where you assume the lecturer will speak. And then there's the sort of smaller classroom type setting where there's actual desks that people sit at. And yeah, you've been in a school. You know. But yeah, there's nothing really interesting, and she takes you through both. And we'll go back to Jada and Kaylin, who are now finally exiting at the bottom of the stairs. So
Yeah, we're going down into the great unknown.
you guys were pretty much just walking down the stairs for honestly like 5 minutes. And as you kind of got further down, it was kind of cold and clammy the further down you went. You now exiting out into this opening that it leads to. It's almost still, you can tell this is actually like a carved out area, but it is still somewhat cave-like. It is a basically man-made cave, essentially. So, looking around, I won't ask for a perception check. And of course, you're both elves, so you both have dark vision. But you can tell this is an unlit room.
I will have my owl familiar give me the help action.
Okay.
I like Brendan trying the role in the memes channel.
Oh.
I was typing up stuff for memes, so yeah. I got a 16. You got a
We
16
rolled
too?
the same thing.
Oh my god. So yeah. Thank you,
I didn't
Chorus.
roll a 16.
A useless
We
nat
gotta help
20.
So useless.
But hey, at least you won't have that. You know, now your luck's downhill
It's-
from here. So
It's just for flexing.
fair. Can't argue with that one. So looking around, give me straight intelligence checks, both of you. Oh wow.
Oh,
Oh,
The duality of
oh,
19 and 1.
oh no.
Imagine
Yeah.
not having a
Kaylin.
bonus for intelligence at all.
Kaylin,
That's so fucking
you're
great.
you're 100% fucking certain that what you're looking at is just like some sort of sex dungeon.
Yep.
You think you're looking at a sex dungeon. Jada, being much more educated,
Yes.
and aware,
Mm-hmm.
this is kind of almost like a weird sort of hospital lab mix.
Oh god. That is terrifying.
Yeah, it's actually pretty nerve-wracking. So I assume you guys continue onwards.
Yeah.
Keeping quiet or
Yeah, I would probably be stealthy.
okay. I will ask you guys to make stealth checks then.
Imagine.
Honestly.
Yeah, the rogue is going to be carrying this, so.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you do actually. Yeah, you have advantage.
Why do you have
I
advantage?
don't have advantage. I have disadvantage.
Oh
You
wait, you have
disadvantage.
disadvantage.
Half
Okay.
plate, yeah.
Medium armor?
Yeah, half plate. Yeah. Okay. I was like, wait.
That would do it, yeah.
Um,
Brilliant.
Yeah.
So they're only gonna see
J-
you, because I got a
J-
23.
Imagine
Yeah,
not
Below.
having a
Jada,
medium
you
armor
have
master
zero
feat.
problem just kind of like stealthing forward.
Yep.
Meanwhile, you just kind of hear behind you slightly, just the sort of like cling, cling, cling. Just the slight like rustling and movement of Jada's armor as she's kind of, or Kaylin's armor as she's moving forward. I don't think I've stated this, but it's really weird to say Kaylin because that's a nickname for my cousin. So it gets really weird saying that a lot.
You're
What?
welcome.
Saying Kaylin.
Ah,
It's a nickname for my cousin, so
gotcha.
but yeah. Anyways. Yeah. Jada, you kind of like get a little separation, so that way if Kaylin's caught, you're at least far enough away they won't notice you. However,
Alright.
yeah, kind of moving through, you guys don't really notice anyone. You kind of do a quick little search. And I mean it's about the sort of makeshift room is about 50 by 50 feet. So big but not massive, you know. And you can see kind of in sections various sort of apparatuses sitting right next to what appears to be just very mediocre beds. So to Kaylin's eyes, sex dungeon.
Sex
To Jada,
dungeon!
to Jada, she's like, this is definitely some sort of weird experimental hospital thing. That's kind of disturbing.
Mm-hmm.
So, You guys kind of check out the entire room, and don't find anyone. So, what are you guys gonna do after you do kind of a quick look through?
Do a more thorough look through.
Okay. So going to like each
Do it
sort
again.
of section and giving me an investigation check, I guess. So yeah, you guys take a few minutes and kind of give a good look through. Some of the beds you can kind of tell have been used. They sort of have that. I can't think of the word, but they're sort of pressed as if someone had been laying on it for a long time.
Indented.
Indented, yeah. They sort of have that indent where someone had clearly been laying on it for a long time. And you can see some of the tools have obviously been used, as there are sort of bags hooked up with needles and tubes. You can see that some of the bags are fairly close to being empty on a few of the beds. There's about 4 or 5 that you notice that clearly have not been used yet. They appear to be in somewhat their original state. I won't say perfect or nice, because it's not really nice. But
Interesting.
Eventually you guys kind of get to the last section of the area where you notice there is actually also a sort of desk set up as well. You notice there's a few drawers on it. You decide to go through all of those except for one, which is locked.
Boy. You know what's about to happen, right?
Indeed.
Okay. That's an 18.
That is actually a fail.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Yep.
What'd you try?
I tried lockpicking
I
it.
keep forgetting I'm actually muted
Oh.
to try and help with the echoing problem.
Oh yeah.
Let me attack it then.
Okay.
This can't go bad in any sense.
Okay. Fucking hit it. You know? Oh my god.
That's a crit.
Okay. Jada, already kind of frustrated by all this searching today, tries picking the lock, fails, and then just looks at her rapier, just pulls it out and says, "Fuck this," and just jams it into that. It just kind of like breaks a little bit, and she just pulls the drawer open. Looking through the drawer, you can see various sort of documents. Can't really make much sense of them, as they appear to be some sort of medical documents. But what you do notice, kind of at the very end of the drawer, is a rock about the size of your palm. You can see various carvings on it that appear to be some sort of runes.
Does it match the description of what we were looking for?
As much as you know, the runes weren't really described to you. You were just told a rock with runes on it. And
were we told what it does at all?
Yeah. You were told that it would allow you passage into the forest. That you are currently trying to seek out.
Got it.
In a sort of...
Well, I will pocket that.
Okay.
And see if there's anything else in here.
Other than the documents, there's the documents in that drawer. In the couple of other drawers, you find various tools, medical tools. But outside of that stuff, no.
I will take a scalpel.
Okay. You can see it's clearly had some use, and probably wasn't cleaned very well.
As long as it's still sharp, I'm fine.
Yeah.
Let me actually double check something real quick, because I'm not sure whether or not I would have made this evident to you, but I think I'm pretty proficient in because I am technically our party's healer. For those medical documents and stuff.
So you're a contracted miner and a doctor?
Yeah, part of the thing. if
He's that
you're gonna
shopkeep from Ruby, he's just everything. He's just running around the background.
if you're going to be handling explosives, it's kind of standard practice to know some first aid.
Okay.
He's a
I
little bit
mean,
of a
you're
bum, yeah.
also an artificer, therefore the only person here with
Yeah.
access to healing spells.
Yeah.
Don't worry though, my backup character's a cleric.
Good.
But yeah, I mean,
I'm
it's
just an
Jade's
alcoholic
decision
William Tell, basically.
to do whatever she wants with the documents if she decides to take them or not.
I will take the medical documents.
Okay.
Take everything.
So yeah, you kind of pocket them. What is your passive perception on Jada? 13 and 14.
Mine is 14.
Okay. Yeah, you can both hear it.
I believe his is 10.
Someone's coming.
Someone's coming down the stairs.
I will hide
Okay. Stealth.
near the door.
Okay.
I'm going to try to hide, I guess.
Oh!
Lampshade. Lampshading this.
Not like this, dude. Okay. Kaylin, what are you doing?
I doubt I've had time to like get back my spell slots, right?
Nope.
Yeah.
Trash.
So I would have to like try to hide
I mean, it's still a 10.
somewhere.
You trash.
Oh,
You fucking trash.
it's a 10.
Probably a fail.
Yeah.
I'm gonna ready a booming blade.
I got a 14.
Ready booming blade.
Violence. Oh!
You still seem to think you have plenty of time, but you guys are staying at the door, correct? There's not a door. There's sort of an entryway. There's not like a door there or anything, by the way.
Exactly. Whatever the case, man.
Okay. Okay. So you hear the footsteps, as they kind of stop right at the bottom stair. You don't hear anyone start walking after that. And they're still like just a couple of feet before they would be walking through the door. And there's just silence.
Mm.
And this goes for about 5 minutes.
Where we just hear nothing.
There's not a single sound.
I'll send my owl to check it out.
Okay.
I have a feeling that would be more suspicious than anything, because like this was a sealed room. How the fuck did an owl get in here?
Your owl kind of moves towards the corridor and looks, and there's no one there.
That you can see.
Are you sure about that?
There's no one there. Your owl cannot see a single person standing there. So what do you guys do?
I will approach.
Okay.
I'm gonna sit back.
Yeah,
I'm
you
gonna
you see for your own eyes there is nothing there. So what do you guys do now?
Leave, I guess.
Okay. Yeah, you guys begin making your way up the stairs. Once again, about that 5-minute walk. Eventually getting to the top, you can see the door is no longer halfway open. It is now fully open.
Close it behind ourselves.
Don't really have a way to close it, because the device that would be able to close it is broken.
Try to close it.
Okay. That would be a strength check, but
Oh God.
I can assure you, yeah. You can't even get it to budge, really. It's pretty thick concrete.
Can I put up like a caution sign or something? Do not enter.
I guess you could like use prestidigitation to kind of make a half-ass caution sign symbol on the wall or
That's
something.
not gonna last but an hour though.
You don't really have anything else you can do, as far as I know, though.
Shit. I'll try and put something in the way, like a desk or something. I don't know,
Yeah.
something near.
There's nothing really near. This is just a stairwell. You
All right,
can't
fuck
really
it.
think of anything.
Just leave it.
Yeah.
Leave it and move on.
Okay. So yeah, you guys quickly make your way out of the dorms, I assume.
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll make our way to the Dragonborn and his filthy pet.
Yeah,
Fuck you.
okay.
I'll
Wow.
remember that. I'll remember that next time that you're bleeding out on the ground.
It
I mean,
was
he
never
didn't
said
s-
to you
it was never
directly.
said to you.
Also, I would expect nothing left. I would expect nothing less.
Chorus, as you're walking, you just hear Ogden sneeze.
Yep.
But
Nice.
Oh, anime cliche, damn.
That
yeah,
happened with the last series too.
that
Yeah,
happens
Sean
a
did
lot.
that as
Yeah,
well.
Yeah.
I feel like we put a lot of anime cliches in our shit.
No shit.
Yep.
Look at the group we're talking about here. Look at us.
Yeah.
They're also cliches for natural reasons because people know.
I mean, yeah, there's still superstitious cliches, you know. But anyways, as if almost planned, Chorus and Ogden, you guys find your short tour kind of coming to an end as you are led back out to the fountain courtyard area, where you still see there is a somewhat decent sized gathering of students just kind of conversing. And Professor Inaroth kind of looks over at Chorus and says, so once again, thank you so much for your lecture today. It was truly an honor to hear it. I do hope that one day you decide to come back to the college. Maybe share one of those interesting stories you have at some point, you know?
Maybe I'll have a few more adventures between now and then.
I could only hope.
Yeah.
And random thought, if you're ever in the need of writing a book, I actually myself am a publisher, so I could assist with that if you're ever curious.
I see.
So,
I'll keep that in mind.
obviously an honor to meet you, Mr. Brindhall. She holds out her hand to shake yours.
I will shake it as well.
And she then turns to Ogden and says, I'm terribly sorry. I have totally forgotten your name, good sir.
Should I? Do you guys think I should just reply with that stupid ass name, or should I actually say
whatever
my
you want to
actual
do.
name?
What name
You're in
would
charge,
that
boss
be?
man. It's you.
I'm just going to give my actual name.
Okay.
No more trapezius.
She offers her hand for you to shake it. which I assume.
You shake it.
I'm obviously going to shake it. I'm not a
Okay.
dick to elves, just like they are to me. I'm the better man.
I mean, they're not.
Well, not all elves are dicks to humans or
Yeah.
dwarves. Just me.
Yeah. There is quite a few, but she was not trying to like intentionally ever be an asshole. It's just she was kind of starstruck. So yeah, she shakes her hand and says,
I'm pretty sure they all.
well, of course, a pleasure to meet you, Mr. Ogden. I unfortunately have nothing else to offer you here at this campus, but once again, thankful for your visit. Now I should probably get back to actually doing my job, I guess. I wish you all the best on the rest of your day, and hope that your journeys bring you great fortune and have safe travels. And she'll turn and start making her way back to the office area that you had originally met her at. At the same time, how do you guys actually plan to get out of the dorms? Because there is actually also the same device on that side that you seem to have to use a card for.
There's the same device to get out?
There's never that, bud.
I know.
That's unrealistic.
This
Oh,
is his
the
fuck
stairs
you
go to the
moment.
roof, don't they?
Yes.
You just go out the room.
Do that.
I already know where this is going.
I'm gonna jump.
And it's almost like it's
No,
unrealistic
come on,
because
flip!
this is not real life. But yeah, you guys make your way up to the stairs, which was probably a locked door at some point. Not anymore.
Imagine having locked doors.
Yeah, as you get up there, you can see that there are various students just clearly just smoking.
I'm just gonna climb down, man.
Okay. Yeah, you guys, I'll say you guys can climb down, no problem.
Cool.
But yeah, you guys get down, and as you kind of turn around the corner, you see as Chorus and Ogden are kind of making their way towards the exit. I assume you guys rush over to join them.
I'll casually stroll.
Okay. Yeah. You guys kind of eventually kind of intersect and rejoin. Once again, united as the party.
I will look at them and say, so did you find it?
Find what?
The rock.
The rock?
I'm gonna pull it out and show it to him.
Okay, good.
Also
I suppose-
found these and hand him the medical papers.
Okay.
It appeared to be some sort of impromptu research hospital.
Would I be able to know what is on the papers by looking at them? I don't know how well versed
Intelligence
in
check
medicine I
with
am.
disadvantage.
Intelligence with disadvantage?
Yeah.
They're gonna be pretty good, though, right?
Well,
Ugh.
Two low rolls.
I'm going
Ouch.
to
Nice.
I'm going to chime in and say, if they're medical documents, I could take a look at them.
All right. You have proficiency in medicine, I assume.
I believe I do.
Sure.
We couldn't figure it out. Here, you try.
You do not have proficiency in medicine. Yeah, give me an intelligence check.
That'd be plus, yeah, plus 3.
I have a +1. Does that count?
No.
Okay, let's see. Booyah!
Okay.
Pretty sure I have a +2.
Yeah.
I do.
You're not
What
like
is this?
an actual practice doctor or anything, but you do have medical knowledge enough to kind of get through these reports and grasp an understanding of them.
I could basically what you're saying is I could read them, and know which field of medicine to bring which type of doctor to bring this to.
There's like a lot of jargon that you're just kind of like, I don't know what the fuck this means.
Also, it's probably written by a doctor, so it's damn near incomprehensible.
It actually appears almost like it was typed rather than written. It's kind of this weird sort of almost font that looks typed, but there's not really a typewriter or anything that exists in this world. But it actually is fairly easy to read, and the problem is comprehending it. You can make out like various things like patients, you can see names, you can figure out, this patient had this symptoms, and this was done to this patient to figure out if it affected these symptoms. And one thing you can figure out is the further along the documents you get, you kind of notice the symptoms, or at least what are listed under symptoms, are kind of almost disturbing the further you go. A lot of the latter patients you can see have like queer, what is described as hallucinations. Some that have even seemed to have just gone completely insane. But
Did we know what original illness they were hospitalized for?
It is not really stated.
Is there anything in common that each of them has? Like some sort of symptom or any other description of something?
Would notice that they all appear to be some sort of mental symptoms.
Oh boy, those are fun.
So you would notice that.
Hold on a second.
That
Could
definite
I be,
correlation.
If you would allow me, because actually, probably wouldn't be correlate because there's gases that are trapped, underground that are usually encountered in mines that would cause mental issues.
I mean, nothing really to this degree. You would have probably in your lifetime dealt more with actual like physical stuff. They would have just sent someone with like actual probable mental problems to an actual certified doctor or something. They would have wanted to get them out of the field as quick as possible in case something bad happens. Whereas, someone with the physical problem, then they can just send them to you and you can patch them up, But if you guys really wanted to, you could probably actually find some sort of actual medical expert, and they could probably even give you more insight. But
let's find a medical expert.
Okay.
We don't have one of those lying around, do we?
No.
No, we have to find one.
So, yes. Okay. So you guys begin making your way back into the actual town, going down the pathway that led you up to the college. Are you guys going to kind of reconvene at your hotel, or are you going to go straight and just start looking for some sort of medical expert? Or do you also want to update your quote-unquote employer in
Let's go update them. That would be the
Tathra,
wisest thing to do in
Thara.
this situation, I believe.
Okay. So you guys head to the hotel that you've been staying at, and attempt to find Tathara in her office, which she does not appear to be in. And Chorus and Jada, remembering their first interaction with her, make their way back into the back side of the
Be gone, phone.
the back side of the hotel, where you guys had recalled seeing her out near the sort of hot spring area that this hotel has, where she was bartending. Making your way back there, you once again spot her in her sort of shaded little shack that she has, mixing drinks and whatnot, interacting with customers. She actually appears to be somewhat cheerful and in a decently good mood. But you guys kind of approach, and she looks up and kind of goes more to a serious face and looks at all of her patrons and says, I'm sorry, it'll just be a 1 minute. And she comes around from
Take your time.
her shack. No, she was talking to the patrons, not you guys. She comes
Gotcha.
around from her shack and walks over to you guys and says, we can go handle this in my office. And leads you
Remind
inside
me
the
who
hotel.
this is.
This is Tathara Beltis. She is the technically your employer. She's the one that sent you on this quest to find the rock so that we can go into the forest and fetch something for her from her sister.
Gotcha.
And she said that she would reward you guys for it.
Bet.
She also is the hotel owner and hobbies is a bartender. So she leads you into her office, where she takes a quick seat at her desk and looks at you guys and says, I assume one of two things. You've either found it or it wasn't there. So which is it?
Well, we found it and other things as well.
Oh, interesting.
I found a some sort of research hospital under the school.
Now, that's quite peculiar.
Yeah, I brought these documents. They seem to be patient files, and we don't know enough about the subject to make much sense of them.
I'm gonna fill her in with what I could gather.
Good.
Okay.
Um,
I might know someone. I'll have someone fetch him. Give me just a second. And she goes kind of silent. And she says, someone should be here in a few to take care of that. That's interesting, to say the least.
yeah.
Technically, my grandfather was actually a backer of that college. I wish I could ask him something about that, but
I've heard very many good things about this college, but never anything bad. but
likewise.
I'm starting to question that.
Dragonborn fella, chorus, right?
Yes. What's up?
You're a school type person, right? If I recall.
Yes. That's one way to put it.
A school type person.
I didn't exactly grow up going to school, though. I grew up in a forest after all.
Well,
What sort of reputation
I suppose
amongst
not all of us.
does the Blumiton have?
I think it's fairly good, isn't it?
Roll me a history check.
It is fairly good, yeah.
Well, I'm
Um,
getting all the bad rolls now.
yeah. No, you've only ever heard good things about it. So yeah, she just kind of well, I suppose you all are probably fairly tired.
Are we? What time of day is it? I didn't think it was that late.
It's probably afternoon. Close to afternoon. Probably maybe it's actually probably more closer than noon, but you guys have been busy.
I mean, I've only used one spell slot, my man.
Yeah. But you have been busy.
I guess.
She says, well, feel free to do whatever you want. I'll try to contact you all when my medical expert friend gets here.
Who might that be?
Someone that owes me a favor.
I'd like to meet them if possible.
You will be once he gets here. If I might
All right.
inquire why you're interested in said medical expert.
I'm curious what's going on at that school.
That's why he's coming, so yeah.
It seems suspicious in some way.
So it does. So it does. You weren't noticed entering this room, were you?
We weren't able to close the door. Less than ideal, I know.
So I assume that means you probably were noticed.
We weren't noticed going in or out, but the door is still open, so anyone else could. I did take all of the medical records as well as the stone itself, so we have everything we should
Well, hold
need.
on. The stone was in there.
Yeah, I took the stone.
You see, I told you, of course, that the stone was in possession of a student, correct?
It was not.
That's concerning to me, because it was my sister that gave out that stone, and she gave it out to someone that was a, I guess, friend of hers. And as far as I
Was
know,
this friend of hers faculty or a student?
student.
Are you sure?
Positive.
Who might that be, do you know?
I never knew
They
her
might know
name.
more.
That's the concern. Is she never
Could
would have given up
we-
that stone willingly, so why would it be found
Could
in
we
there like
ask
that?
who would know? Your sister, you said, right?
Aye, but of course she's
Could we ask your sister
yeah.
who she gave it to?
We could. It would. I suppose I could try something.
Asking her who exactly she gave it to could lead us to
Just give me a second, and you watch as she kind
where
of
it
closes
went.
her eyes and concentrates. Kind of sitting there. Just quiet, completely quiet.
Oh my god.
Okay. So, apparently she gave it to a
And
student.
don't forget we have 2 crab rangoons.
Bet. Yo, I want one. Yo, pass me one.
Okay,
He
hold
doesn't
on.
even have them on.
Alright, I'm back.
Yeah, you didn't hear me yell, pass me one, bro.
Crab rangoons,
Yeah.
let's go. We also have a whole ass cheesecake. My mom.
Damn! Damn, I want some cheesecake now. Fuck.
Homemade cheesecake. It's so fucking good.
It is so
Oh,
good.
cheesecake.
I've never been high before, but I think this is what munchies are like.
Nah, man, Munchies is way more fun.
Every time I get drunk, I get hungry.
Yeah. So, you watch as Tathara kind of comes back for a second and just kind of looks at all and says, "So, I got in contact with her. Apparently, the student's name was Bailey Stonecloud.
Hmm.
I highly doubt the name has any meaning to any of y'all.
It may let us look through student records of some sort.
Maybe.
Is she
Though
anywhere in the
we-
list of patients?
Well, that it might be a good idea. I don't think it's a very. I don't think it's very useful, seeing
that's
the
a
fact
good
we probably
question.
overstayed our welcome.
Even like as you say that, she instantly kind of pulls up the papers and starts looking through, flipping, and then just stops. Well,
Take
fuck.
that as a yes.
She places the paper down with one of the patients, and you can see the name written there clearly. It only appears to be a last name, but you can see the name Stonecloud.
Oh no.
That's
Is there anything on these documents indicating what the doctor's name might have been?
I highly doubt the doctor wanted her name to be known.
I don't know.
Oh, this is gonna be that's sketch.
Something tells me, looking at some of this, how do we know the doctor was trying to treat them to get better?
We don't.
I think it was more likely that it was some sort of experimentation on them.
I am inclined to agree.
Are you able to decipher what exactly was being done with each patient?
That's why I called the medical expert. Hopefully he can. But
I'm hoping he can as well.
Okay,
My one
Dr. House
concern-
walks in.
is someone
Dr. House.
the person that? Damn it! There goes my idea.
I don't think we need a diagnostician.
No,
but
I'm gonna have fuck, what's his name from Scrubs?
Did you check his asshole for toothpicks?
I need to look. Oh my god, it's
no,
been
but
so
we
long.
did check it for any traces of silicone.
It's gonna be Dr. Cox from Scrubs. If anyone's seen that show, which is also amazing.
It was funny for about 5 seconds, and then I turned off the TV.
Ours.
But anyways, so, she kind of looks at you and says, there is, of course, the overlying concern here of, it's pretty clear that whoever manages that area knows someone was in there. And I don't think
Yeah,
they're
but
going to
they
be too
haven't known
happy.
for long.
You fucker.
What?
I get a text on my phone and I just look at it and just Roach saying, "Don't get distracted."
God damn you!
That's great.
That's
Wow. Rise, we're having a serious conversation.
Ladies and gentlemen, I live with this man.
Yeah. I'm sorry for your loss of brain cells.
No,
I'm
don't
sure there's
apologize. It's fucking great.
many. God. So
Hey, are you still sipping on that margarita? No? I finished mine.
I'm like that much left.
I finished mine quite a while ago, too.
damn.
I don't understand how it is that I drink the least out of you guys.
They go to a fucking party college. What do you expect?
Yeah, they got a party college.
don't
go
Logan
to
is
a
literally
party
a
I'm
frat boy.
also
You go
not
to
in a
the-
fraternity,
The
and
party
The-
don't attend parties.
It doesn't matter. It's
I'm
just
also
the,
the son.
it's just the
I'm
school.
the son of a recovered alcoholic. My fucking tolerance started at a higher level than everyone else's.
Probably.
So, fuck you.
Actually, what are they saying is number one for 2021? Wisconsin? Fuck that.
Bullshit.
Yeah, no.
What the fuck do they do? Just throw cheese at each other?
I guess. They got Bama at 8, Syracuse at 7.
They're slathering cheese on each other? Damn, I want to go to those parties.
Undeniably, we have the largest Greek system.
Howard University.
Howard,
Florida
that's
State. I've been to Florida State. It's not very...
This is painful to listen to, by the way.
Okay, I understand Tulane. It's in New Orleans. That makes sense.
I mean, Howard is a historically black university, so that means
Oh
anything
my
to
god, I could see Brandon twice. What the fuck?
The
Isn't
Princeton
it?
Review. According to the Princeton Review, we're the number 1. And then it's University of Delaware.
Alright, anyways. Railroad. So,
University of Florida, the world's
Guinness.
largest circus.
You're not wrong.
No.
Oh,
Actually, they
Barstool.
save money on filing their taxes by being legally classified as a zoo.
Barstool has been at 15. Fuck that.
Fuck you, University of Florida.
Now we're taking a
Yeah.
drink just to get
Yeah.
through. It
What
makes
I
the
need-
voices the same no matter if it's echoing or not.
Yeah. I'm just hoping if I get like drunk enough, you know, maybe I'll just think I'm going crazy.
You are.
It tastes faintly of dark chocolate.
What, that Guinness?
Yeah, very faintly. It's just kind of bitter.
Yeah. Apparently,
Guinness is, yeah.
Guinness is not good off, or if it's not on the tap. So,
I don't like
So I've heard.
and I've had actually friends that have gone to Ireland and have tried it there and said it's way better. So maybe one
I don't
day.
know, man. I just have a refrigerated can of this stuff.
Damn. Apparently, that's the biggest sin too.
put it in a glass.
No,
Taste
just
better.
refrigerating it.
I don't know what to do here.
Yeah. I mean, most things
What
American
can
do
I
are
do?
just big sins. I don't know, dude. I can't do anything right.
America itself is a cardinal sin. Let's
Yeah.
be real here.
Actually, no,
Violence.
everyone else is wrong. I disagree.
We lost in basketball.
except drinking cold water. I don't actually like cold water.
I don't like cold water.
Yeah.
Heresy.
Bro, what's
Unless-
wrong with you?
Unless it's like super hot out and you think
If it's like super hot out, then it cools me down, but sometimes like
I can't do water if it's not cold.
it's
For a second, I thought you were gonna say
It
you
has to
just
be
can't
cold.
do water, and I was about to say, get the fuck off this call immediately.
he would be dead. So
Yeah, anti-hydro homies.
yeah. Damn.
Represent.
So,
I need to wear a Hydro Homies t-shirt.
I fill this with ice and water every day and empty it
yeah.
At least twice.
at least twice.
Because it is hot.
My
stuff.
big ass water bottle was stolen. Now I have this. Feels bad, man.
My big ass water bottle was stolen, and all they gave me was this lousy t-shirt.
Well, sorry, I say stolen, it was borrowed. My dad took it to the beach when they went, so.
I got one of those fucking like 2 liter like water bottles that have this like handle on it that's got these hooks so you can put it on a fence.
So,
Water
You mean like
filter.
these?
yeah.
Yeah, but a little bit larger.
Neat.
I am big dude. Require much water.
So,
Where do you
Also,
think go?
you guys can either
Shadow
decide to
Realm.
just wait around in
There
the
it is.
office or
I went
or
to get a
not.
Baja Blast.
Oh
wait.
yeah. You just get
Cheers.
those now, I forgot. I am just drinking a fucking orange dreamsicle rain, which is fucking amazing.
Oh, that is bitter. But
Okay.
The Major Melon is in cans now too. Pretty good.
Damn.
they can that shit now? I thought that was just in bottles still.
Yeah, they got 12 packs of it now.
Damn.
I was at Publix and it was like buy two get two, so I got a couple of just the real sugar Mountain Dews, and I got one thing of Baja Blast and another thing of Major Melon. So I'm like stocked up on Mountain Dew right now.
Nice.
Nice.
Major Melon is really good. I hope they keep that shit around.
I have not tried it, so I'll have to give
It's
it a go.
pretty damn good. It's even better with rum.
Okay.
Everything is better.
The pineapple coconut
I mean,
one that's
yeah,
out right now
everything's
is
better
really
with
good too.
rum.
All right.
Rum.
Back on task. That way we can work towards wrapping up.
Wrap it up.
So, whatever you guys decide to do, after probably about 30 minutes, you find yourselves back in the office if you had left, or still there if you decided not to leave. You see a fairly aged-looking wood elf kind of enter in. You can see he's very well dressed. He appears to be walking with a cane, which is definitely something I just decided because Max mentioned Dr. House. So, But that's the only similarity. I've not even seen the show, so I cannot
Every
mimic.
time I think of Dr. House, I just think of that fucking gif of him with a boombox dancing, going house music. The
I've not seen the show, so I cannot mimic anything other than that.
fucking Benny Benassi thing.
I could, but doesn't matter.
Well, Mrs. Beltis, you called me here, so
Mrs. Beltis. Interesting.
what do you require of my services? You watch as he stands up and says, Mr. Ogden over here could fill you in a little more. But she holds up the papers and hands them to him, and then kind of directs his attention over to Ogden.
I'm just gonna fill.
He looks up and says, interesting. So, what's the story behind these papers? Where'd they come from? 'Cause that's,
look over to our elfie friend and say, well, she found them in this. I'm just gonna give her the description. Like, no need to repeat ourselves.
Okay. Fine. So he begins looking through the papers, kind of flips through them, and after he gets to the last one, he kind of straightens them up, places them back down on the desk, and says, "This is the Thara. Because of how good friends I was with your grandfather, heed my advice when I say this. And I'd advise your friends to follow this advice as well. Don't get involved with this."
Now I just
Why?
want
You don't know anything about adventuring parties, do you?
I know plenty, actually. I lost my son in one, so.
Tell us why and make it a good
Oh, I
reason.
will. Don't worry, I'm getting to that. But I'm also well aware that if I tell you why, you're just gonna get involved anyways.
Yep.
Not necessarily. You overestimate how much I give a fuck.
I'm happy at least
We
one of you is
also-
smart.
I'm gonna
We
look
also
over
have
to her.
other,
I'm gonna look over to her and then
obligations.
back to
Smart
her.
among other things, and I do my best looking pose as possible.
Yes, very boastful is one of the other things.
I can see that.
I would say
I
confident, but that's
would
not
expect
wrong.
nothing less of a high
I would
elf.
say insufferable.
Insufferable.
Now,
I take that as a compliment, honestly.
I'm not here to
Coming
listen
from
to your
you.
petty fucking squabbles. So,
squabble.
Petty, excuse you.
No, he's
my
a hero.
apologies,
sir.
Your Majesty.
Oh, I'm not royal. just
I don't
noble.
give a fuck what you are.
I'm face palming.
So, to make a long story short, the symptoms that I'm sure you all read through and noticed were induced. It's not really mentioned how, it's just said that there was some sort of magic injection involved. Whoever,
Does it say anything of what they were intending to do here? They were trying to treat something, but they never say what it is.
they're not trying to treat something. They're trying to make something.
Did we just Did we just stumble upon the medieval umbrella corpse?
The parasol
Yes
company.
and no, I guess, yeah.
The Parasol
Oh, shit!
Company.
The Parasol Company. It's not gonna be called that. I hate to break it to you guys.
What did he say? What did he say? The what?
There's
You
no
said the
fortune.
Parasol
Yeah.
Company.
God.
Yeah.
Nice. Nice.
But
I'm gonna call it the parasol company.
whoever treated them, this mysterious figure that intentionally left themselves out of the reports, clearly wanted to turn
Anonymity.
elves into something more.
Turn elves into something?
Yes.
But why? Elves are so great already.
Thank you for your ego. It was needed.
Oh, trust me, it's free of charge.
I'm just gonna gesture with my
Damn.
crossbow like I'm blowing
Though
my
I
fucking
have
head off.
considered charging for it.
I'm just
Believe
gonna.
me,
I'm
I
gonna
wish
take
I
my
could
crossbow.
unsubscribe.
I'm gonna take my
Oh,
crossbow
no,
out,
you don't
just
get that
like
choice.
point it underneath my head, just make it look like I'm blowing my brains out.
Yeah, pass me that when you're done.
I mean, if you ask, I'll do it.
Oh, trust me, I've been asking for a long time.
Then
Regardless.
step over here. When you're done talking, I'll put a ballad song through your throat. I don't care.
Does that one
I
ever
can't
shut
wait
up?
for you to. I
No.
can't wait for you to kill his character off. I can't fucking wait.
I can't wait either. I find myself wanting to do it more every day. But it makes for interesting dialogue when he's around.
Honestly, I wouldn't mind if you did, but I
Don't
do
worry.
like this character.
Don't worry. I have planned character arcs for all of you, so we'll see if it changes anything with your
you.
personalities. But
Good.
with Jada,
We're already down one rogue from 3. So
that
we're-
was just simply due to Redfoo being a shit character and Roach just
Yeah.
bothering me in my DMs, so I just said fuck it.
But
so.
we did say at
He
the
was
very
gonna
beginning
die.
that only
Either
the
way.
best rogue
Only
was
the
gonna
best
survive.
rogue will survive.
Oh my god.
I'm not even a
Red Bull
rogue.
was gonna die because that was the way he would have played
What do you mean?
because he had no intellectual wisdom.
I would say Chorus doesn't even feel like a real rogue, just because of your subclass.
Because because I'm the inquisitive rogue. It's
Yeah.
very different from most rogues.
You do feel like a very different rogue, so it doesn't really
I
feel like
how
there's
Red
two
Red, like,
rogues.
did something for his stats. Which is bad.
Yeah, it was bad.
Yeah, also, we haven't had any combat.
I mean, I said it at the
since
beginning.
dungeon.
I literally said it
Yeah.
at the beginning. There was gonna be very little combat.
We had like one thing of combat, but that's also
Cool.
why I chose inquisitive instead of
Yeah.
another rogue class.
I
'cause
wanted this to be way more RP heavy.
I
Inquisitive
chose
has much
Arcane
more-
Trickster because it's the only subclass of rogue that I can play without being bored out of my fucking mind.
Anyways, the
Also,
doctor.
Cleric is my favorite class. Fight me.
What the fuck happened to you, bro? I remember when you were a bard main. How times have changed.
I played a Cleric once, and I'm
It's
like,
just been like
holy
Noah
fuck, I
saying
can't
that
go
suddenly he's a monk main instead of a sorcerer main.
I know, right? It's such a change, but like,
I would
I
never.
can't go back.
I would never
Yeah,
shoot that low.
I just made him want to die just by mentioning the M word.
Harmony is the one
Yeah.
exception. My character for Max's campaign is the one exception, just because
The M word.
it'll be different to play than like
Let me
the
guess,
traditional
you're
monks.
Way of Mercy?
No,
No, he's not.
Can't
He's
say.
No,
I said what I was. Yeah.
Drunken Man.
No, Kensei.
Yeah,
yeah,
Kensei.
Kensei.
Okay. Kensei Monk is kind of fun
It
if
seems
you're like
pretty
really
fun.
combat focused.
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
But yeah, we'll see once that happens. Anyways, back to this session.
We will see.
Back to the show.
So he looks around all of you and says, I know most of you won't care to heed my warning, but at least try to not get too many people involved in this because, well, I'm sure you all can handle yourselves. People you get involved might not be able to.
Let's get the entire city involved.
And that's all I have to say about this. I want nothing more to do with this. And he'll kind of start turning around, getting ready to walk out.
What about your involvement?
I'm gonna look to as soon as she leaves. I'm going to look to the rest of the people, and say, "No, I don't know about you, but while I would normally heed her warnings, the idea of so many innocent people being caught in the crossfire of this bizarre experimentation doesn't sit well with me."
It is sort of odd, and I am actually more. I feel more like getting involved in this because Someone who means a lot to me would want me to get involved in this, to stop what's happening and help people. If that makes any sense to you.
It does.
Yeah. I wouldn't want to disappoint those I care about, so I say we stick our noses where they don't belong. Is anyone with me?
You hear a
No, I
coughing
say
from
we keep going on the
Zathara.
path that we're supposed to be on right now.
Satara kind of stands up and coughs to get your guys' attention and says, I hate to interject here, but I did kind of hire you guys for a mission. I understand your desire to help here.
And we can do that first.
Yes, I would appreciate that, as I think you'll find maybe it could even prove helpful in your soon-to-be journey here. So, you guys can feel whatever you can feel free to do whatever you want, but I would appreciate if you could take that rock of yours that you have now found and find your way to my sister. The package will assist both of us in this current endeavor. So, as for the actual location of the forest, as I feel you guys can probably make it. I'm sure. She'll kind of walk over to the side and pull out a rolled up mask and flatten it out on her desk. And it's nothing too unfamiliar. You all have grown up here. I believe all of you have. So you
think
You
I
are
said
have.
something about
Yes, you did.
only the person who holds the rock is able to go in? Or do we just have the rock for all of us to go in?
hold on.
Everybody opens.
She'll look up at you and say, I actually am not too sure on that. From what I understand, is only the person that holds the rock. Anytime I've
I
used,
volunteer to test it.
I mean, once again, you can pass the rock through no problem. So,
Oh, so you just need it to cross over. You don't need to have it to
Yes.
stay in.
no. Although, of course, you also need it to exit. So,
Right. So
Very
whoever goes
interesting,
last.
somewhat convoluted system.
I could fill you in on the details one day, but that can wait. Anyways, the forest is roughly right here, and she points out an area that is kind of almost directly south of the current city that you're in, which is escaping my mind, Wolfpine. You can see it's pretty much almost directly south. She points out that a road will lead you almost most of the way there, but it will actually end up kind of stopping a couple miles before you actually get straight into the forest. So, she even says she'll let you guys borrow the map so that way you have it. She rolls it back up and hands it to whoever is willing to take a map.
I will.
I will.
Okay.
Oh, he beat me to it.
All right.
I mean, I have a bag of holding on me, so I can carry all of our shit.
Um,
Am I the only one with the bag of holding?
Yes,
yeah,
you're
you
the
have
only artificer
Yeah,
here.
you're the only artificer. So,
Utility for the win!
yeah, she looks around at all of you and says, once again, not really a deadline, but just be safe. Hope everything goes well.
You too.
Unfortunately, I have some business I'm going to have to go back to attending to.
Of course.
So, for your assistance with all this and the trouble I suppose I've brought to you, I have ensured that you'll stay is completely and totally chargeless. So no need to worry about that.
This is the drow lady who owns the hotel we're staying at, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Staying here for
I
life.
will end up removing skip out on hotel bill from my to-do list.
Yeah. Don't worry. They
And-
would have found a way to
And
charge you.
find Red Foo's replacement.
True.
Oh, fuck. We were going to go to the library at the university, too. Shit.
Yeah. That's true, actually.
I don't remember why.
Horace did see the library. It was a very nice library. It was in one of the study or the lecture halls.
We're gonna
Maybe we
steal
can
some
come back,
books.
maybe.
But you imagine there might be a little bit of risk potentially going back there, given that
Okay,
Why you're not
listening to Spotify in the
100%
background while I'm drunk is a bad idea.
yeah. You imagine while you didn't see anyone, someone definitely knows you went down there and discovered something you probably weren't supposed to.
I mean, we couldn't close the door, so I
Yeah.
assume someone knows.
Honestly, I was
Though
half...
whether or not they saw it was us that did it, I don't know.
Yeah.
And that's what gives me pause.
So.
Forgot I was muted again.
Oh.
I think the only reason we went to the library was to look for maps, or was there something we were researching as well there?
I think you were trying to research some stuff about Alwick and the forest itself.
That's right.
Um,
And then I remember there was a public map room that's open if we needed maps, but we
Yeah.
just got a map. So
I assume you guys make your way out of the office.
make my way.
So what are you guys gonna do now that you kind of have a short break, I guess, that you can take?
I would like to
I will get my-
go
I will get my
magic
spells back.
shopping.
Okay.
What gold do we have?
Not much.
I have 155 gold
Oh.
pieces to myself,
Yeah,
as well
we
as
never split
410 that is supposed to be split amongst the party.
the three of us, not the new member.
New guy.
Yeah. Unfortunately,
Not the new member.
Kaylin.
Yes.
You do not have much money to your name. That is
It's
one of the
how much
disadvantages of joining the party.
That
late.
is 136 to each of us, and 1 gold to be given to one of us. I vote
Give it to
myself.
Kaylin. Give it to
Oh,
Kaylin.
yeah, 1
Yeah.
gold to you then.
Here's your hiring bonus.
Okay, this might seem very strange, but now I'm just thinking about the Futurama episode. It was to my dear friend, to my dear loyal butler who has served me for 10 years or 10 decades or whatever. I give to you a pittance to be paid in 10 installments of 1/10 a pittance each.
Damn.
That's what I'm getting out
Wow.
of this.
So we each get 136.
Yeah, I think that's what he said.
Cool. I have 306 or 206. Oh, not enough to do much.
It's enough for an uncommon item, depending on the seller.
136, you said?
Yeah, 136 each.
136. 136, yes. I would like to go shopping. Let's go shopping.
So hold on, yeah.
Shopping episode.
Hold on, I'm gonna go down the list here. So Jada wants to go shopping. Chorus,
Yeah, I could go shopping.
Kaylin.
Mm.
Okay, that's not an answer.
Yeah. Okay. Yes.
So I
Definitely
assume
not
that
an
means you
answer.
don't
I don't have a
really.
lot of money.
Yeah, so you don't want to go shopping. Is there anything else you'd like to do in the meantime while they go do that?
I now have 250.
You have a very nice luxury hotel that you can spend
I'll go
time
take a
at.
nap. Like a
Okay,
fat nap.
Ogden.
And
Oh,
then,
I would like to say that I kept the medical documents after they were looked over.
Okay.
I mean, you could just keep them in the bag of holding, but alright.
Well, just make sure
Sure.
we actually get them back as a group.
Yeah.
I will
Okay,
put
sure.
them in the bag of holding then.
Alright.
You can hold on to them. Add them
Uh,
to your inventory. I'm going to remove them.
Yeah. Kaylin, I think I interrupted you before you were finished. My bad.
I'm gonna take a fat nap,
Okay.
and yeah, that's about it. I might try to go find some other books to read or something like that,
Okay.
or some more like knowledge about
It's a short
my background
rest
stuff that you
to
know
no
that I
one's
don't know.
surprise.
That'd be
Yeah.
about it.
Okay. Ogden.
Yep.
What would you like to do? Are you going
I'll go shopping.
okay, so the 3 of you are gonna go shopping.
Guinness
Oh,
tastes a lot better
and-
if you do very short sips at a time.
I would also go visit the library and do some research there.
Okay.
I think.
Once again,
It's-
yeah, the only library
okay.
is actually the one at the college. There's not.
Right. But I
Okay.
think it'd be much safer for me to go there than for
Okay.
anybody else. It was fine.
Yeah. All right.
And I doubt Ogden
Other than
has
the
much-
two elf girls, probably.
Yeah. Okay. So. Yeah. You guys make your way out of the hotel. The 3 of you that are going to go
What's the
shopping.
crown?
Kaylin goes and.
Okay. How about rum?
Don't mix alcohols. You can embed them.
Oh, too late.
My point.
Oh God, that explains a
Oh,
lot
it's
right now.
much too late.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I had a 32-ounce margarita, and now I'm drinking Jack
Why?
and Guinness.
Why do you hate yourself?
I'm just typing.
Because I'm bored and have nothing to do other than this.
What
and
do
they
you
had to
do?
stay in- and they had to stay in St. Louis.
Yeah,
Fair.
fucking St.
Fair.
Louis of
We're
all
in misery.
places. Christ.
Yeah, misery. The
Yes,
best state.
there's a reason
just
this state
typing
is
up
called
my
misery.
word.
Yeah.
That's all I've been doing.
Yeah.
So, the 3 of you that intend to go shopping, make your way out of the hotel, heading towards the shopping district of the city. Kaylin, you find the room that you've been gifted, and plop down on a bed and just pass out.
Yep.
So we'll quickly do the shopping and then we'll end off the episode. So
Bet.
I do not want to start off the next session with shopping. So,
Gotcha.
I assume you guys are just going to like a generic magic item shop, right?
Yeah.
I guess so.
Okay. So you guys make your way over to the shopping district, which is not
By the way,
too...
this is water. It's not more alcohol.
Yeah, you pointed that out to us earlier.
He's probably too drunk to just remember.
I imagine.
I wouldn't remember anyway. You know that.
Fair.
Fair.
So
But yeah, you're probably right.
Oh.
Jesus, what are you typing?
So
What are you typing? Words, no shit.
he just said he was typing just to type. So
Yeah,
I just said that I was typing, so.
Alright, okay. I'm just gonna ignore it.
all right. So you guys make your way to the shopping district where you spot a fairly decent looking shop. It's about 2 stories, made of timber and brick. Upon entry, you can see the sort of nice tiled floor. You see also small little globes of light just kind of floating around, lighting up the building.
I like it.
Kind of wandering around in sort of a an apron of sorts, like the crafter's apron. You see probably late 20s female human who kind of looks up at you guys when you guys walk in and she says, "Oh, customers, pleased to make your acquaintance. I'm Erin. This here shopkeep.
You sound like you don't get very many customers.
Well, being a tourist city and all, most people aren't coming
Yeah.
in here for magic items and such. So typically
I suppose
not.
only
Just-
only the more wealthy of students as well as adventurers would come here.
Here and there, of course. Adventurers don't come this way often, because some of them end up just leaving their party to stay here with some pretty lass. So
I can't blame them for that.
I could see
You
that.
just see a small, nod running around the background, out the street.
there's that damn pest again.
I'll take
You
care of
gotta
that for you if you'd like.
do it to him like that.
Oh,
I was saying that he like finally found something, but
nope.
Sleep
I
with
was
him.
gonna say make an
Elves have
intelligence
standards.
save.
hey, somebody has to.
So, I have, of course, an assortment of magic items that I would be willing to offer you. So, what can I get you? Potions? I have a couple sets of armors, a few weapons here and there.
I'm looking for things that are more wondrous in nature.
Oh,
But I will take a look at your weapons as well, or your armors as well.
all right. We'll come this way. And she'll lead you up to the second floor of the building, where you see kind of laying out several suits of armor, as well as a few weapon racks.
I'm looking for light armor, of course.
Okay. She points out that
As a rogue.
most of her stuff is just standard +1. She does have, and this is of course only magic items, so there's not any just regular like studded leather.
I assumed as much.
Which is probably the only thing I can imagine you can afford for an armor upgrade. So, she points out some of the armors. Most of it's just +1 stuff. There's nothing crazy here. A lot of the weapons are also just regular +1s. There's a couple of special staffs and whatnot that she has that she'll point out to you.
How much are any of those? And I am
like the-
aware that +1 armor is rarer than +1 weapons.
Yeah.
Though +1 weapons are still just uncommon.
Where the fuck is my shit?
Ethan, mute yourself. Thank you.
Let's see. Okay, you could have just said say something too, since that seems to fix it for like 10 seconds.
Say something
has
too,
not
gosh.
fixed it.
It's fixed it now. But
It did, yeah.
Yeah, it did after it actually started saying something. What about rings in this shop? She have any
Oh,
of
good
those?
question.
the
But I also
armors-
said I was looking for
yeah.
magic. I was looking for items of a more wondrous type.
+1 armor is close to 1,000 gold.
Fuck.
Yeah.
I guess I'm looking for common and uncommon items, huh?
Yeah. That's more so in your price range. As yeah, armor is classified as rare, so it is definitely pricey.
Yeah.
As for rings, she actually mostly has amulets rather than rings. There's not very many.
That is fine with me.
Yeah, amulets are fine too. Which ones does she have?
Well. So, she points out that she has an amulet of health. She has a few amulets of the devout. +1 and +2.
Fuck, bro.
So that's pretty much actually really all for the amulets. She does have a few rings. She
I will, of course, take a look at those.
has a ring of water walking, a ring of swimming, a ring of free action, and a ring of resistance.
Ring of free action, you said?
Yes. Although I will go ahead and tell you it's out of your price range.
Fuck.
It is
What were the
indeed
other
a rare
rings?
item. Swimming, water walking, and resistance.
Oh, the ring of free action is
How
pointless anyway.
how much does she want
Uh,
for the ring of water walking?
Um, 150 gold.
Okay.
Wow,
Buy
that's a
that.
fucking steal.
She doesn't get much
But-
business.
Doesn't get much business, and
Yeah, I guess.
it is
What
an
damage
uncommon
type is it?
item. So it's not.
Yeah. What damage type is that ring of resistance?
Giving a good look at it, it appears to have a sapphire on it, which is force.
Okay. Okay.
So it's
Force
probably
is
actually
fairly rare.
yeah, it's probably more expensive than even some of the other rings of resistance. So
Okay.
Yeah, unless you know you're going up with something that does force damage.
What
it's
amulets
kind
you
of
got there?
say that again.
There's an amulet of health and some amulets of the devout.
Yeah.
Amulets of the Devout would only be useful if we had a paladin or
Yeah.
cleric.
Unfortunately.
If you want to, that would be metagaming.
No.
Oh wow,
I'm not
ring of
gonna
water
matter.
walking doesn't require attunement. Great.
Yep.
For some reason, I thought it did.
Nope. Irina had one and used it once to frolic in a fountain.
You could also, if you want to, by the way, Brandon, you do have that ring of jumping that you could, if you wanted to, sell.
You're right.
Or
Absolutely
potentially
right.
trade.
What amulets do you have?
She listed the only amulets she has. Health and devout.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
How much for the amulet of health?
Ooh.
And how much would a ring of jumping get me?
Not enough. She would be if you traded it in. She would be willing to let you buy the amulet of health for 3,500 gold. It's a very good rare item. I'm not letting you guys get whatever the
What
fuck
else
you
you
want.
got?
She kind of like. That's pretty much all.
Maybe things that aren't wearable.
Hold on, I actually she like runs downstairs
I'll
real quick.
consider weapons as well.
And comes running back up, holding another amulet. That kind of smells like stained wood.
Okay.
She kind of holds up and says, "I believe this is called an amulet of the drunkard. Used to be my father's.
What's he a drunkard?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
No, ironically, it was a teetotaler.
If you're unaware, it lets you heal a little bit whenever you have alcohol. So
Sounds a little fitting for him, and I point to the dwarf.
if you want it, it's 200 gold.
How much health are we talking about here?
If you want metagame,
Yeah, I've been metagaming, and I'm kind of hard to answer that in character, so...
Is it a substantial amount?
I'll say that it's better than a basic bitch health potion.
It's better than a health potion.
Okay, I'm gonna ask.
But it's once per day.
Since you have some sort of familiarity with it, just how much alcohol do you need to have it activate?
A pint.
A pint?
Yeah, I figured that.
Oh, Logie is gonna live forever.
If and to answer your question of healing, it's roughly equivalent to a greater healing potion.
I'll take it.
That's, yeah, 200 gold.
Roughly, I think you mean exactly.
Yeah. She'll just do 200 straight, yeah.
Yeehaw.
I assume you have 200 gold.
I do.
Okay. So yeah, you now have an amulet of the drunkard. I can send you the stat block if you need it, if you can't
Yeah,
find
Got
it.
anything else? Is
Uh,
that all? I'd like to see your weapons, actually. I didn't get the
yeah,
chance.
they're pretty much all just +1 weapons. Various
Well,
types.
+1s are uncommon.
Yeah. What exactly are you looking for? You can find pretty much whatever weapon you really want. I assume a rapier, though.
Yeah, rapier.
Okay. Yeah. There's several different types of rapiers. They're all rapiers and at their basic. They're just +1 rapiers, but they do have different designs. You can see that there was clearly great craftsmanship put into them.
I would like the most expensive one, of course.
Well, and just to describe you the 3 types of rapiers, there's one that's fairly basic. It has sort of that standard rapier look that you would expect. The second one has more of a elegant look to it. It has that clear sort of shiny color to it that appears to be made of, if it's probably not made of it, but it has that silver coating to it, makes it look very shiny and nice. You can see a gemstone nested in the hilt. And you imagine that's probably the most expensive one, as the other one is also somewhat more basic.
How much
But
for the second one?
that's one of my father's finest works, but I'd probably say 350.
Would anyone be willing to loan me a little bit of? Actually,
How much you looking
I
for?
can afford it if I train in the ring of jumping.
All right, that works for me. With the ring of jumping, you'll bring it down to about 250.
Deal.
All right. And she opens up the case. You see her pull out a key and unlock it and open the case. Grabs the rapier out and kind of holding the blade, points the hilt towards you, allowing you to take it.
I will take it happily.
And it does already have its sheath on. So, and then she'll take the ring of jumping from you and the 200 gold. Did I say 250 or 200?
Yeah.
Okay,
250.
250. Yeah. So she'll take that from you. Anyone else? I believe you said wondrous items, ma'am. I have a few downstairs.
That is what I was focusing on.
Specifically some of the figurines of wondrous power, if that would interest you at all.
Not too much,
Uh-huh.
but thank you.
If you don't mind, I'd just like to look at them real quick.
All right.
Not often you get to see something so good. Or basically saying is like, yeah, you don't usually see these kinds of
Well,
powerful items on a standard day.
we have the silver raven, the onyx dog, and the golden lions, if you're curious.
Ooh, what'd they do?
Well, all the figurines of wondrous power just allow you to basically summon that said creature.
Huh. I'm assuming I would actually have known that or something similar, and I wouldn't have just made myself look like an idiot.
No. It's fine if you don't know something. You don't have to be some all-knowing god. But she'll take you and show you the figurines. You see the exact one she mentioned: the silver raven, the onyx dog, and the golden lions. They're all pretty much the same prices. They're all somewhat similar.
So they just summon a spectral version or an actual physical lion raven?
I mean, it's technically the actual thing, I guess, but I think it still sort of retains that color that I mentioned. So, like, the silver raven is going to be a raven, but it's silver, you know? And it has all the stats of a raven. The dog is going to summon a dog that is onyx, and the lions are, of course, already technically gold, but they're actual gold now, I guess, so... Although, actually, I take it back. The Golden Lions and the Onyx Dog are actually higher priced. As the Silver Raven is apparently the only one that is uncommon.
Yeah.
Oh, and the Obsidian Steed. Ooh, that sounds pog. That's very rare.
That sounds fucking awesome as well.
Yeah.
I'm not
It
gonna
summons
lie.
a nightmare, which is a flaming horse.
Yep.
Which is really cool.
That is bad.
That is the ultimate just riding into town big dick energy.
Big dick energy.
I can't believe I've always looked over that wondrous or figurine. That is insane. That shit's cool. Yeah, simple as that. But if you're interested,
basically you just get a horse that radiates big dick energy.
The Silver Raven is 150 gold, and the dog and lions are both 350. Although I feel like the lions might actually have more value just because they summon two. That's a pair of lions.
I mean,
compared to a single dog.
The dog
actually the dog is
almost better.
Yeah, the dog is actually better. I take that back. So yeah,
I was gonna say, can you imagine just riding it? Like, I'm a dwarf, so I think it's somewhat feasible that I could ride on the back of a fucking lion.
I mean, sure.
Yeah.
It's not very good for that because I won't.
Still, just think about it. Solid gold fucking lion. Can you imagine?
I mean, technically, you can use any creature a size larger than you as a mount. And a lion is a large creature.
It is a large creature.
Whereas a dwarf is a medium creature.
Yep.
Yeah. If you were a halfling or something, you could use a
mastiff. About it. Yeah.
Too late for me.
Yeah. I mean, we've not gone too far.
No,
that's just sizes, you know. That's almost basic knowledge to most people.
Yeah. Like a lion is larger than a mastiff. That's pretty straightforward.
So what? You have 111 gold. You said 136 elf, right? For the split.
Yeah, 136.
So I have a +1 rapier now.
Yes.
Anything special about it?
Not that you know of. Unfortunately, you would be short for the lions and the dog unless someone else helped you chip in. So.
How much do you need?
You would need 100 gold. So. Yeah. Because he would be at
41.
Yeah, he would be at 253.
I have 56 left, so even pulling all of it together, we don't quite have enough.
Well, you can try to bargain or trade something in if you're really willing.
I seduced the shopkeep. I'm kidding. No, I'm not.
Your one charisma-based character is not here, so...
I mean, I still have +2. Let's try it. Why not?
How do you even know if she rolls that way?
You won't know until you try.
You know what they say. Spaghetti's
don't
hard
know
until it
unless
gets
you
wet.
take that chance. What?
Spaghetti's hard until it gets wet.
Spaghetti is
It's
straight.
it's
It's straight,
until it
whatever.
gets wet.
Same thing. So you're actually gonna... Oh wait, did you roll? I need dialogue here more than just a roll, brother. Yeah, I need you to seduce me. This is a role-playing campaign, you know?
Seduce me.
Bet. All right.
I'm not gonna just constantly let you guys just roll and say, I try to seduce. That ain't it,
I
chief.
mean, my stat total is 90, so I can't blame you for that.
Yeah.
That's before racial bonuses, but
I know.
so
I was there, or saw when you rolled it, so.
for this particular item, I feel like it's not quite worth what you're selling it for. Is there any chance
Undoing the bra strap.
you could lower it just a little bit?
Oh? And why do you think that is?
I would owe you a great favor if you did.
Hmm? And how do I know I could ever cash in on that favor? I don't even know your name, lass.
Well, I'll be in town for the next few days if you can think of anything.
No, nothing comes to mind.
I'm sure you'll come up with something. I have quite a wide skill set.
A very particular set of skills.
That was good. So, she kind of looks at you and just goes,
I don't expect this to work.
I think I understand what you're getting at, but, she
Not
you just hold
interested.
up her hand, her left hand, you just see a ring on her ring finger, and she's like, sorry, lass. And I
I
personally...
understand, and
don't
I
roll
will.
that way.
I will pull a necklace out from under my armor and show that as well.
Oh.
It is a simple gold chain with a gold diamond ring on it.
Oh, I was about to say, interested in me. Are you?
No.
Fucking Skyrim dialogue, bro.
I'm hitting these back to back, baby.
Bro. She just kind of looks at you and
Skyrim
says,
dialogue. Let's go. Why are there no dwarves in Skyrim?
Because they're all dead.
Yeah, they're all dead.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
but they were still elves.
Huh? The Dwarger?
They were Dwemer,
Or
deep
Dwemer?
elves.
I guess. I mean, it wasn't ever. Was it really ever like super explored?
Yes, it was.
Yes.
In order
I
to
don't know.
come up with the Dwemer blood for the quest to open
that's true.
You have to have a
the-
snow elf, high elf, orc, basically
Yeah.
all of the ones that
Yeah,
have the.
you
they're still
needed
technically elves.
blood from each type of living elf because
Yeah.
Dwemer are elves. It's fucking dumb.
Deep lore.
They weren't dwarves. They were just underground people, which is why they were called dwarves.
Actually, the first
Which
species.
Still doesn't make
the,
sense.
the reason for it is that the first species that that they made contact with were actually the giants. So just
Oh.
yeah, they were actually about as comparable to humans in height.
So,
That
interesting
does
fact.
make a lot of sense, yeah.
It is due to the Dwemer being less so based off the sort of dwarves of Tolkien, and more so of the Norse dwarves, which are also known as Black Elves, which are roughly the same equivalent to dwarves in that sort of
Just
lore. Yeah, it's weird. I'm not even gonna try to pronounce that name, but I'll just
What
post
was that?
it.
Let me see.
Savaltafar, something like that.
Svadelvar, something shit like
Swadalvar,
that.
probably. It's Norse, so
Svartalfar.
Well,
Swatarfar.
the way that
That's probably right.
they pronounce that is that some of those have like a Y,
Svartalfar.
Sfia, like a Sfia, something like that.
Yeah.
Svartalfar.
Any like actual like native speaker would be cringing hard with how fucking
Oh,
badly
yeah.
I'm butchering it. But
Yeah,
we're
but I
all-
don't think anyone who speaks a Nordic language is
This is not even a spoken
watching
Nordic
this.
language anymore, so
exactly that too.
What
But-
Nordic language?
no clue. Old Norse, probably. I think it's Old Norse. Which is
Yeah.
definitely
More than
not
likely.
spoken.
It's at least marginally related to current Norse.
Yeah. The
Norwegian,
Svalbard
I mean.
appear to be synonymous with the dwarves and potentially also the dark elves. So
Oh well.
that is why the Dwemer are more elven than what we consider
So the
dwarves.
dwarves were jackasses.
Yeah. Anyways.
Ew.
Working to wrapping up because
I'm Septimus Sigmus,
towards
and
the
this
end.
is Jackass.
God. I'm so. Well, I imagine since that's on a necklace, I can take a guess from here. So the lowest I'm willing to go is 300 exactly. That sound fair?
I'll give you 41.
To add on to okay,
To add on to what you've got.
yeah. So that would put you up to 294. So you need 7 gold from someone, which I imagine Colress would be willing to provide.
6,
What did I say?
7.
What's it for that he's buying?
Oh, yeah, 6. Yeah. The one of the figurines, or whichever one you want. Assume you wanted the gold lions, right, for Ogden?
Why would I want them? I said that was a novelty. Something to laugh at, not something to actually do.
Okay.
I mean,
Then
the
why are we saying-
figurines
I don't know.
are like a very one-off use thing. Because once
Yeah.
you use it, it's done.
That's not.
For a few days.
7 days.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Most of them are 7 days, but the lions have 2 of them in which you can each use 7 days.
Oh, well then
Yeah.
let's get the lion.
They're objectively the best.
Yeah.
Objective.
The massive's also very good, but yeah.
I mean,
Just
yeah,
for what it
but-
provides, you know.
Yeah, that little bit of extra that it
Yeah.
does.
Okay. So 300 gold for the golden lions. Although wait, Max actually bought something already, didn't he?
Yeah.
Shit, you guys don't have enough gold.
Rip.
I mean, I can give you. Like, I have. Afterwards, I have 93 gold left.
Okay. I still don't think with all your combined money for everyone, you guys come close to the 300 price tag though.
No. Not after you've bought something.
Yeah.
I'm still gonna
plus-
need a. I'm still gonna need a stat thing for that amulet.
Yeah.
And you'll get it. Just not now.
So, yeah, that's pretty much really all the purchases that you guys can make.
Alright.
So, Aaron, we'll see you guys off. Thank you guys for the business and whatnot. And as you guys will make your way back to the hotel, you'll find kind of walking past the sort of housing district in the area. You'll see that there's a slight kind of panic going on. You hear a lot of people like chattering, and
Oh god,
there's
the
appears
outbreak
to
has
be
begun.
crowds kind of conversing and standing around near something. You see a couple of guards kind of moving along and trying to get people to get away.
The dead person.
Do you guys go over and check? Or Kaylin's not there, but
I'm not there.
I say we check it out.
Let's check it out.
okay. Making your way over, you kind of actually, I guess for Chorus, you're at least somewhat tall enough that you still tower over several elves.
Walrus.
So you can faintly see kind of over the crowd as the guards definitely seem to be kind of standing, blocking something. And as you get a little closer, you can see it is definitely a body. Give me a perception check.
Oh, okay.
Oh no.
Perception, let's go.
21.
21.
You don't mean.
You faintly.
Damn it.
It's not Red Foo.
Damn it.
No, Red Foo's
I
gonna
was
be a
hoping
running
it
joke
was.
for the rest of the campaign. He's just gonna randomly show up in the background somewhere.
Okay, that's much better.
That character is immortal now.
Yeah.
But he'll never interact with the party. He'll always be seen at a distance.
You can show
I'm
up
gonna
and
kill him
interact,
someday.
like, just fuck with people.
Chorus, you can faintly. You can see sort of the large pool of blood that is now kind of leaking and formed. And you can see, even through that blood, you can see the sort of copper-toned elven skin. A fairly well-dressed looking older gentleman.
What'd you
Do?
Huh?
What'd you do to it?
Nothing. Try it. It's just Guinness.
And you can also see
What do you
a
think?
cane that is snapped in half laying before him.
You hate it?
I hate him.
Wait a minute, is this the
Right.
doctor that we?
It appears to be the doctor that you guys had communicated with just probably 30, 40 minutes
It
ago.
mixes well with something.
Amy didn't take his own advice.
Adam can. It's not great.
So, that's where we're going to end the session.
What happened?
The doctor's dead.
If you were fucking at your
Why is-
computer, you would have heard.
Why is the doctor dead?
Because plot reasons.
No, because certain party members
Hey
made
Brandon, I
mistakes.
think you have some blood in your alcohol.
Why do you say that?
Anyways,
Your alcohol content's above your blood content.
Ah, so you meant.
Yeah, you got some blood in your
okay.
alcohol stream.
just a little bit. So,
Just a wee bit about it.
that is where we will pick up next week. I'm pretty sure our chat's completely dead, but also
Yeah.
say
Oh,
for
our
the
chat's
YouTube
been dead
video.
since Brendan and I were quoting the lyrics to
That's true.
Margaritaville.
But if there is any human being left alive in our
And
chat,
I'm gonna give you up.
thank you guys for joining us. Please follow the channel if you're not already. Join our Discord if
Yeah,
you're not in
still
that.
watching, you're the real
You're the
MVP
real one.
right now. Like hot damn.
All right. Join our Discord if you're not in our Discord. We post memes. We have our announcements there, so we can communicate with you guys. You guys can
We
post
have
memes. And
Mainly the
hopefully,
memes, but also
hopefully-
follow our Twitter because the memes there are fire.
indeed. Also,
And I can say that because I'm not the one that posts it. Therefore, I'm not biased.
if you are watching
They're
it
actually
on our
great.
YouTube channel, and if you
You're
find
watching
yourself,
on our YouTube channel, join us live, please.
yeah, well,
if you can't, then leave a comment on the YouTube
Yeah.
channels. We
Um,
want to hear from you.
indeed. If you're on the YouTube channel, you can also actually find in the description below a link to our Discord where you can definitely, that is like the best way to kind of interact with us.
Mhm.
That's all I really have to say.
Adios. Join us next time.
Shit. Damn, that suggestion from an hour ago, Brandon. Fuck. That's true. I keep
What?
forgetting to do that. That you put in the suggestion
What?
box. I kind of totally forgot about that.
The suggestion box. Let's fucking go.
So, yeah. That's all I have to say. Thank you guys
Do
for joining
use
us.
the suggestion box. Yeah, we read it.
Yeah.
We do. Clearly.
Occasionally. It's been
Honestly, we have taken all of the recommendations and
Yeah.
actually done something with them. Except for make suggestion box V3 even better because we don't
We can't
actually
do that.
develop the app.
Rip.
So,
And the Kirby's one about the donations, which is hard to do because I'm not going to sit here and ask
'cause
for
we don't get
donations,
donations.
and we don't.
We don't
need
get
to, yeah.
donations. Please donate.
We
Give
don't-
me your money, please.
No, you in
Please.
no way does anyone have to donate. It is appreciated, but you are not required to. We're not doing this.
I mean,
to,
obviously, yeah, you're not required
We
to.
donate for fun.
But like, please. Please.
We
maybe
just worked a
one
16-hour
day-
shift. We don't need money, except we didn't get paid our check. So, yeah, we did. We actually didn't.
hopefully, here soon we can
Oh, yeah,
try to
we
get
didn't get paid
partnership.
when we should have.
Yeah.
Hopefully, we can try to get partnership, and then we can work on having subs, and that will be awesome
What
benefit.
did they say
So-
when
so-
you didn't get paid?
Anyways, we'll talk about this once I close the
they
stream
let
so that
the
we're
other
talking about
guys
stuff
get
in real
paid
life.
too.
So, yeah, thank you all for tuning in. See you next week, Saturday, 6:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. Hopefully we'll be on time. No promises.
We're on time is being late.
True. And that's all I have to say. See you guys next week. Bye.
Adios.